Okay, let me start the stream real quick.
Didn't he like go into a fucking like wall, like secret compartment, and like fucking scurried up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went through the illusion in the wall that was over here in this
Oh,
area.
okay.
That
Gotcha.
still, like as you guys look over there, it still just looks like a wall. But if you walk over there and put your hands through, you can definitely feel that it's a complete illusion.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, and then Malone saw him scurry up through some hole in the ceiling, deeper, or actually closer to the entrance.
If I saw him scurry, just for clarification, did it look he scurried through a wall again, or did it look like
He went up
into like a
where it
hole?
was kind of dark, and as you're walking towards it, you can kind of see there where he went. There is actually a hole there. It's not very noticeable, but like now that you've seen him go through it and you look there, you can tell that there's definitely a hole. It's just very hard to see since it looks like the surrounding ceiling. And as you look up there, it's not like a straight up hole to outside. It seems to like go up and then it's a turn. It goes. It's not a straight tunnel, a straight chute.
It's a corridor.
Yeah. Are you guys? Hey, Jav, you here?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not getting. Okay, I'm not getting your camera. I don't know if you had set it up yet.
Nope, not yet. I'm just about to.
Cool. Well, since we're all here, might as well get started.
Yeah. Wait, can I have a link to the stream first?
Yeah, sure.
Malone, could you after you do that, could you give us a recap of what happened last time?
I didn't make much of a recap. Shit.
No problem. Just a refresher.
I'm just gonna put it here.
I get the rest of my windows open.
Okay, so where do you want me to send these to you, Tyler?
It doesn't matter.
I'll just put it here.
Okay. I just had a buddy that wants to watch. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's weird. All right, Malone, could you just quick run through of what happened last time?
Yeah, sure. So we were already in the dungeon, or we had rested. We'd come into the dungeon. We rested outside the dungeon. Went back into the dungeon, and it was pretty clear. And as we went in a little bit further, we saw the old, not the Niyogi master, but like the leader, whatever it was. I don't remember what it was called. It wasn't but it was clearly not the master.
It was just called the Niyogi.
Oh, right, because the other one was just like little hatchlings. This was just a Niyogi, and we went up and we, who was it? Somebody ran forward. Dusk ran forward, saw him in the ceiling, got a crossbow shot off with it at it, and as it immediately mind controlled him. We chased it down, killed it, got Dusk back to our control. Continuing forward in the dungeon, we found a door. I had to go take a pee really bad at this point, but I'm pretty sure Dusk broke it down, either shoulder charging it or something.
No, he used his maul, his fucking smash. He smashed that shit.
The maul, classic. As we entered, we saw this like room that seemed to be very religious, and there was this weird, like almost mummy-like creature in there that like seemed to suck all the water out of the room. We had to make some con saves. A couple people got some points of exhaustion. As a result, we quickly, I think he crit it and killed it immediately.
Yeah, he did.
Crit, Dust did. So yeah, I think it didn't last very long. Crumpled it into dust.
Yeah.
Kind of explored through more of these cave-like areas, more of a like man-made built like housing almost, with some nicer walls and interior design. There was a hole like a well where we got some water back, kind of quenched our thirst after being sucked by the thirster. And then there was a chest that we opened. It was trapped. We barely dodged a poison dart. found out how to false bottom, got some cool stuff
Mhm.
from it. Advanced into the next room, which was like a little study area. Had a desk and some like bookshelves, extending some of the books. I know I found an amulet. Was there anything anybody else found in there? I thought there was something else in it.
I got a kobold cookbook that I want to use.
Oh, that's right. We pushed down even further, and I think that was where we found the chasm that smelled like poop. And to the right, a very cool guy I couldn't understand, but you guys could.
Yeah.
Who spoke giant, and he was very interested in playing tic-tac-toe. He was a two-headed
Groob.
creature. Groob,
Groob.
not noob, just Groob.
Just group. Wait,
just
get it straight.
I think was it you, Ulag, or was it Tree?
Yeah, I swindled him out of money.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
You
You
fairly
know how
won.
the game was played.
You correctly beat them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Tree did not have quite the same amount of luck.
No,
I almost had him.
Yeah,
You,
You
Yeah,
were
it was
close.
close. It
You
was a
were
close
close.
game.
one
Tree.
spot away.
I felt like I was right there.
It was a real nail
If I had
biter.
one more
if you
round,
ask me.
I would have beat him for sure.
Definitely.
So, the next course of action was to cross the chasm, which was hardly uneventful, believe it or not, because in my
What?
trying to jump across, I failed miserably, and I had somebody pull me up as I kind of slipped and fell over the edge and kind of held on for dear life over the horrible stench of poop. And they picked me back up and then literally just carried me across. With no consequences at all. I was light enough that I think Thus could just pick me up and run me across. Going into the next room, we found like a broken bed and slime dripping from the ceiling.
Ooh, drop slime.
Yeah,
Gotta watch
I
out for
don't
those.
think we fought
That-
it at
that
all.
was-
No.
The bed with the slime was earlier in the dungeon before you ran into the
Oh, I'm
Eaton's.
sorry.
Eaton. It was right after you left the study. Was the
Oh, yeah.
slime that y'all
Gotcha. I
avoided.
reversed the order of those two. Then we found the painting room, which was a painting written by or drawn by an Arkan Stonefoot, who I was familiar with, and told you guys about. Then we found the Kobold living quarters, who also seemed to be under the influence of Nyogi, and then we found the Nyogi master. We had a nice little brawl in a small room and a handful of corridors.
Yeah.
As he feared you guys away, and we just kind of blasted away at him. He tried to run away a lot, and we chased him a lot. We chased him through a ton of different rooms. I don't know what they were. Let me go back and examine.
Yeah, we'll be doing
There
that.
was- Yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
there's-
wait, shit, that's the wrong direction. Sorry.
There was some. No, that's where you came from.
Wait, I didn't see that stuff before.
No, I added it. But
Oh.
I had it in the description when I read about it, but I just actually put it on the map to
Stop
remind myself.
spoiling.
I didn't spoil anything. No, yeah, it was just the Kobold living quarters, and then whatever that room was, the newly added visuals suite, and yeah, and then this other room, and then we found the carrion crawler and the illusory wall, and we were done.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blowing.
That was
Sure
quite the session. There's a lot. There's so many good moments though. Oh man. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab my IV.
And do we have our advertisement for D&D Beyond?
I have not prepared anything. Jav, I believe you're ready for this, right?
Nope.
He is the bard.
I'm not the bard.
Jav's the
Oh yeah, you're not. I'm sorry.
The
That's right. You're the
druid.
bard the other campaign. Sorry, that's Ulag.
All right. Well, can I ask a question?
yeah. Yeah, we are picking up right after you guys slew the carrion crawler and Malone returned, and you guys are all kind of looking around.
Yeah.
You just healed everybody, or healed quite a bit to everybody with your healing spirit, and you guys are all recovering. I believe almost everybody has exhaustion. Does one person not have exhaustion? Dusk? I
We
think
should take a. We should rest.
I do have exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
think
do. Yeah.
Dusk is the only one who does not have exhaustion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everybody else has one level, which gives you disadvantage on ability checks right now.
Right.
I think. Yeah. I think we should definitely take a long rest if possible.
I think we
Malone,
need to clear the area first if we can.
what
Yeah,
kind of magic
definitely.
is this? How did you learn to pass through walls?
I walk over to Tree. and I guide him through it first. As I kind of appear back on the other side, I say, "Come with me. I'll show you. I'll teach you, actually." And I grab his hand as I walk through the wall, and he just phases through with me.
I'm just watching, like scratching my chin. I'm like,
And he kind of behind me phases through. We're back in the cave area we were in before.
Oh, I'm bringing the torch though.
The wall you see before you isn't real.
I'm just like completely speechless. My jaw's dropped. Like, so it's the wall. It's not you.
Right.
Of
With
like
my
trying
eyes,
to
I
feel
can
the
see,
wall
like-
and my hands going through it.
With my eyes, I could see right through it.
Yeah, and it's
I
really
actually,
Tree,
Sorry,
it's
go on.
really strange for you because every time, like, you look at it and your hands go through it, and it seems like your hand is just going straight into the wall, and
Right.
is disappearing. Malone, as you're doing it, you can kind of start to see through it a little bit, and be able to pick out the intricacies of it, and it's a little like it's not a solid barrier for you as much anymore. To have it, or Tree, it's much harder for you to grasp that.
Right. I'm just dumbfounded by it.
okay.
I'm gonna pass back through.
All right.
I'm gonna be just as fucking surprised. Still be turned back, feeling it.
Half expecting it to turn solid at any moment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's skeptical.
So are we resting?
I'm pretty pooped, guys. I feel like ass right now.
Yeah, and Thusk is really not looking so good. Like has quite a few cuts all over his body. He seems to be enduring it relatively well, but he's also looking around every corner, kind of looking up at the ceiling, keeping an eye out. Obviously still affected and getting over being mind controlled a couple times during this this day. But he's he's relatively untalkative.
Big surprise.
So is there anything weird about the enemy that we killed? Is it still just laying there? Did it just like fall on the ground?
Yeah, this one over here, it's just
Yeah.
laying there oozing this strange poison out of its tentacles. It's very
Ooh,
gross.
Wonder if I have any like vials. Probably not. Oh.
Question: do my vials for my healing elixir spell go away once I drink them? Once the potion itself is drank,
Sure. Yeah, they're created by the spell and then they go away with the spell.
Yeah, I figured.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Otherwise, it just end up with this never-ending pile of vials. I was like, hey, I have like 4 here if you want them.
Yeah, look at all these free vials.
Yeah, no, I don't have them.
Did
It's all
anybody
good.
did anybody pick up that healing potion that was on the altar, or is that still sitting
Nope.
there? Okay.
No stuff.
Yeah, I don't think anybody got that.
Cool.
We didn't grab any of that stuff.
No.
All right, well, I say we rest.
Yeah, me too.
I could definitely use a rest too.
Who's gonna take first watch?
I'm relatively healed, so I can take the first watch.
Okay.
Are you guys
Alright,
resting here?
I'm gonna try and find something a little more cozy.
I mentioned.
Actually, Can I make like a? Can I just walk around, see if I notice anything or hear anything before we actually take a rest?
Sure. What are you looking for?
There's nothing in particular. I mean, maybe any more enemies or something, any threats at all.
Sure. Make a perception check as you
Okay.
listen out.
Yeah. Okay.
I mentioned to the group, as he kind of believes that the exit is very nearby. If we want to rest outside again.
Oh shit! I forgot to turn that. Oh no, that makes sense. Actually, I'm still exhausted.
Yeah, so it should be, I think, disadvantage, right?
Yeah, so 3.
Instead of advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't hear anything. Everything seems relatively peaceful besides the different ambient sounds of the cave.
All right, everything checks out, guys. I just go into like the corner, I guess. I just like plop down.
Yeah.
Pull out my little bedroll.
And let me check real quick. This is a door over here in this side. I may not have explained that, but that is a a
This is
door.
a
in the
door?
middle of
Okay.
the wall. Yeah, it seems closed.
Right here.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll open it. Okay. In my experience.
Okay, as you try to open it, it is locked.
Oh.
Or it doesn't open immediately.
Do I immediately see a keyhole or anything that would indicate?
What if
Yeah,
there's
you
more
see,
enemies in there.
yeah, you see a keyhole.
We don't want to
Okay.
fight right now.
No, I was gonna see if it was locked or not. That's all. Gonna try to see if I can open it. But there's a keyhole. Is it like appear to fit a standard shaped key, or like would it be a weird key? Like I
Seems
remember
like
there was.
seems like a normal keyhole.
Okay. Nothing found. Did somebody take the painting from the painting room while we originally went through?
No, I offered. We said it was too big. I
It's too
offered to
big.
cut it. I offered to cut it up, but you guys said they would ruin it or something.
I wake up out of my sleep because I'm not asleep yet. And I'm like, Tree, I'm not cutting that shit up.
I'm
Did we-
happy
did
to
we
take the
take it off the
painting. I mean,
wall?
it seems like it could be valuable.
Did we take it off the wall ever?
Still just
Nope.
up on the wall.
It's chilling there.
Okay, I'm gonna head over there.
I'm
Are we resting it, or are we just gonna?
going to sleep.
Yeah, I thought we were resting.
Oh,
You're
are
taking
we gonna
first.
rest
You're
right
taking
here?
first. You're taking first watch though, so you could probably walk
We're
around
gonna
a
rest
little
in
bit.
the room with the poison dripping dead creature.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be okay. I mean,
I'll decompose him real quick. You know, just for the atmosphere.
Yeah. So as he reaches down and sticks his hand kind of into the ooze of this creature, it is probably one of the most disgusting sights you'd ever seen, as the already gross and oozing creature, or the poison stuff that's bubbling out of it, starts to bubble even more, and then all these different fungus and mushroom-like things grow out of the body, and then it slowly just starts to dissolve and then fade down onto the stone until there's just like a oozing puddle of whatever the poisonous liquid was, and the decomposed flesh.
Yeah, now the air has a
And it-
really pleasant
It
humidity.
smells gross.
a pleasant
To
humidity.
okay, to the
Right.
general person, it smells gross. Tree may have different.
It's very pleasantly humid now.
Okay. Ah,
Of course it does.
ah.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out of the room at that point.
Oh my god.
You guys should
I
start
leave when I
resting.
get up. I'm sure that wakes me up.
Yes, without a doubt.
Yeah. Oh, what the
The
fuck?
sound does too. It's like
Yeah,
walking through a
up to
swamp.
gurgling. And...
I'm gonna find somewhere to fucking sleep.
Anyway, what's in this room
I'll
again?
come with you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nothing
I'm used
say?
to living
That's okay.
outside. Things are different outside.
So this room you're in it used to be used as some sort of kennel. There's a whole bunch of different broken cages. There's also a whole bunch of parts of the floor that have collapsed in, and as you walk around it, it's a little bit difficult to avoid them and not fall into them. They're not deep, but it's like a 5-foot divot here and there, maybe one that's a little deeper, where it's collapsed and fallen in on itself. And then in this corner there is a corpse leaning up against the wall. Been there who knows how long. It does have a small little satchel right next to him, and some strange looking staff laying next to him, where one half seems to be made of a lighter colored wood, and the other half is made from a very, very dark colored wood, and then they kind of merge together in the middle to form this grayish color.
Okay.
I'm gonna run over and grab the staff. I don't care about the satchel or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll check out the satchel. After you, check out the staff.
Yeah, I'd love to take a look at this staff.
Yeah, I'll just kind of chill and investigate the room while they are checking out that stuff. Because the corpse looks very, very not fresh, right? Very old, very decomposed.
Yes, it is a skeleton.
Looks
Oh,
like-
okay. Straight up.
After I rest, I could maybe learn a little bit more about this, but don't have the abilities right now.
These are just cages that seem to have been broken of the old kennel.
Yep.
All right.
Ulag, are you looking inside the satchel?
Yeah, I guess I go over. I guess dust it off a little bit. I'm sure it's dirty as fuck, and open it up.
It actually looks. It's not crazy dirty. It seems
Oh,
in
really?
good condition.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and just pop it open then.
Okay, yeah. Inside you see a small piece of parchment that's rolled up. Uh,
Hmm.
in the bottom you see there's just a ring that's kind of just loose in there, and a small bottle with a greenish colored liquid inside. You also find a small coin purse, or it's rather a
Okay.
rather large coin purse.
All right. I try to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to slip the ring on while my hand's in the bag,
Sure. No problem.
and then pull everything else out.
Didn't we find a potion? So what did we find in the bottom of the chest last time? Sorry to retcon other stuff. We did find like a purple potion.
Oh yeah, it was a
Necro-
potion of what is it?
Necrotic resistance?
Necrotic resistance. Yeah.
Okay, was there anything else we found in that, or just?
Yeah, I got a spell scroll for Crown of Madness.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, okay. Okay, yeah. So I guess I pull. You said there's a piece of parchment paper.
It's like a rolled up
green
scroll.
liquid, and then the ring.
And then a coin pouch.
Okay. All right. So, I want a coin pouch. Okay. I guess I just put it all out and like, look, this is all the stuff that's in the satchel. And I start. Let me see. Well, first thing I do is take a look at the ring. What does it look like?
Oh, I did not actually get a picture of that, but I can get you one real quick. One moment.
Okay.
And I don't know if I sound all robotic because my internet is not working so well right now. Shocking.
You sound fine to
You
me.
sound fine right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sound great.
Cool. Well, anyway, it's a plain looking
Well,
ring.
that's-
It's got a bluish tint to it.
Okay.
Since it's, I can describe it a little better in just a moment, as it's
Gotcha. Well, I just like put it on.
Okay.
Okay.
no problem. Yeah, so it's a blue ring. It has it's a silver ring that has very tiny blue gems all throughout it. Just like in random places, not in
Ooh,
any
okay.
set pattern.
Okay. Gotcha. And can I make an Arcana check on it?
Sure. What are you trying to tell? What are you trying to figure out?
If I can tell what it does, or if it's magical at all, even.
Sure. Make an Arcana check.
Let me see here. Okay.
It does seem
Oh
magical.
shit! I forgot that. No, I'm still exhausted.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, that's fine.
It does seem like it is magical. It does have these faint
Okay.
arcane runes on the inside of it. Not sure what it does.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we're about to take a long rest, so I can spend that's spending time with it, right?
For sure, if you'd like to do that.
Alrighty. Yep. All right. Well, I guess I'd, show the other, both of them the. I guess you said it's a green liquid, like in a vial.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I notice the vial?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I put everything out. Like, I took it out of the satchel, and I'm like showing it to you guys.
May I have a look at it?
Yeah. I just hand it to you. I'm like, I don't know what this shit is.
I'd like to taste a small and see if I can figure out what it is.
Sure.
Or, well, if I have to.
Yeah,
I
you
think
taste a
before
little bit
you
of
said I
it.
might be able to just do it by looking at it.
You may have tasted. Yeah, as you taste just a small part of it. It is a potion of acid resistance.
All right.
Ooh.
It seems to be a, the purple one we found earlier. It's a potion of acid resistance this time.
Wow. Okay. You want to hold on to it,
Uh,
or you want me to?
ooh, I say we give it to Thusk.
Good call.
Okay, so Dusk has that.
Okay.
We'll have to,
Is Razor here?
I think
Yeah,
he's-
we're.
Razor, are you here? He messaged me, said he had stepped away for a minute, so I don't think he is back quite yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
He did give me a little bit of what he's doing, of what he wants us to do. Doesn't really want me to say much right now.
All right, and the last thing I want to do is open up the parchment paper, like
Okay.
open up that scroll.
Okay. This scroll. Okay, I'll let you make an Arcana check on this to see if you can read it. It's not one that's familiar to you right off the bat.
Okay. Arcana. Damn.
As you read it and kind of study it, look at the symbols on it, you're not sure exactly what it does. As you show it to the rest of your party, if you show it to them, I don't know if you do.
Yeah, I guess I open up. I'm like, yeah, I guess this one's out of my ability here. I'm not sure what this is. I go over to Tree and I'm like, Tree, you know what this shit is?
Probably not.
Nope.
Just
Malone? Anything?
Can I read it?
Nope. It is not familiar to you.
Okay. All right. Well, I just
Can I see?
what about us?
Not even an Arcana check.
Nope. He got that because he's a bard and they kind of have a strange spell list. But it is not something someone like you would ever be able to
Gotcha.
cast. Let's see.
No problem.
Okay. All right. Well, I go ahead. I'm like, all right, not sure what this is, but we're gonna hang on to it. I just put it with the other spell scroll I have, or what other scroll?
Yeah, you're pretty sure it is a spell scroll. But whatever it does, whatever spell it does, it's not something that's within your realm of knowledge right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. I go ahead and just put it away then. We'll figure it out later.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. I need to go to fuck to sleep.
Yeah, is there does this seem like a safe area?
It looks pretty cozy in here.
Sleep in a hole.
Crawl in one of these cages.
Yeah. I'm gonna just lean up against this cage.
Okay.
I'll take the other side.
All right.
And
I'll take the first watch. I'll walk around and kind of keep a watch by walking in the area.
Okay.
But mostly I'm gonna just use that opportunity to check out the painting more.
just so you guys know, Ulog snores really loud.
The painting is not in this room.
I'm a heavy sleeper, man. Don't worry.
The painting was back in
I know.
a previous
I'm gonna walk over to it.
You want to walk over
But I'll
there?
patrol.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna patrol.
No problem.
Yeah, I was gonna patrol the area for the first hour.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything before you go to sleep?
No, I think I'm good.
Man, this is so
I'm
weird.
kind of checking out this staff, but
Sure, and you can definitely do that on your watch.
what do you got going on?
I have like a lag from when I say it and then you guys respond to me. So it's like when
Yeah,
you're
we
watching
can
the Weather
tell.
Channel and like they say something and then the person just sits there
Yeah.
watching them for a minute. That's what it's like because my voice ping is very high. So I'm going to if you give me one moment, I'm going to try to leave and reconnect, see if that will help.
Yeah, cool.
Go for it.
Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Can't hear you, Rob.
Yeah,
If you're trying to talk.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, didn't fix the lag issue, but oh well.
Yep.
We will deal with it. All right. So, Malone, as you're patrolling and you walk back into this small little room that's like almost like a schoolhouse of sorts, you do hear the familiar hissing sound that you heard before coming from the corner. kind of, and you see crawling over one of the dead kobolds, one of
That snake.
the snakes, as it just kind of peers over the edge and hisses in your
Dude, didn't that
direction.
snake crit last time?
One of them did. There's like 4 in the corner now, because they all ran away. But yeah, one of them did
Nice.
crit on the kobold.
Oh shit. Nice.
Oh, so there's like desks over here, right? Like
They're all broken down, like in different
okay,
places
I
throughout the
just, like,
room.
which
But
ones
yeah,
are- I'm just gonna walk back out then for now.
okay,
Just check out these other areas that I didn't find before.
sure. As you're walking around, go ahead and make an investigation check. And I think you're still exhausted, so you will have disadvantage.
Alright. You are correct. Investigation is here. Disadvantage. 8.
You don't really find anything of note. Besides, as you're looking around and looking at some of the dead kobolds, you do find the one kobold that had that little rod that kept firing those little bolts of fire at you guys. And you do find that rod still clutched in his hand.
I guess I'll just grab it for now and
Okay.
hold on to it.
All right.
How much is it? Like weigh?
Oh, it's very light. I don't know if you...
What should I write down?
What are you using as your spellcasting focus
okay.
right now?
My pack weapon.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, it doesn't even weigh a pound. It doesn't weigh enough to be worth worrying about, even for you.
Okay. Gotcha. I'll just go make sure I go back. I don't want to actually leave these guys by any means. I just want to give a quick patrol around the area.
As you get back, they are all
There's
dead.
2 match left.
Dun, dun,
So
dun.
this is a rocks have fallen. Everyone died.
You were supposed to keep watch.
You had one job.
So this is a door, right? And
It is indeed.
similar to the door up here.
No, it's over here. It may not look like it on the map, but it's actually a
That's sad.
set of double doors that are very look quite nice. Let's see. I have my little. It has this
Yeah, I
strange.
remember you mentioned those doors were different.
Yeah, they have a very strange carving on them that look like some dwarves going into battle.
Cool.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'll just probably take one last look at this door here, and then kind of chill in the room with them until my watch is up.
Okay, what are you looking for on the door?
Just anything of interest. I don't really know what I'd be looking for. Just any type of clues I could figure out that would lead to its opening. Just like keyhole specifics, like or what it might lead to.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Just a standard door. Keep forgetting I did the pop out thing with my character sheet, and so there we go. 6.
Seems like a normal door. Nothing strange or out of the ordinary that you can find from looking through it.
We'll chill here for the rest.
All right, and who are you waking up for the next watch?
I will wake up Ulag.
All right. So he's like snoring really loud. You gotta like kick him a little bit. But
I
I
do.
eventually get up. I'm like, okay. All right, let's go. My watch.
I'll transfer the first 4 hours and then wake up for the last 2. Whoever's doing that watch.
Yeah, I guess sit on top of this cage and walk around during the night. I guess during my watch, I would clean off my shoes a little bit, and that's about it. I guess. Does anything happen? Anything out of the ordinary?
Not that you notice.
Okay. All right. Then I won't be doing much else. Who's next? I guess I'll go and wake up Tree.
Okay.
Tree.
Yep.
Tree.
That's fine.
Seems like my lag issue is fixed and voice is back to normal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you sound
yeah.
much better. Yeah.
It sounds way better now.
For now, I'm sure it'll crap out again soon.
Yeah.
I'll just sit. I'll just sit here. I'm not really moving, but I'll be awake and I'll be checking out the staff and just chilling.
As you do check out the staff and look at it, it definitely has a magical essence to it. Even the way it was, like you've lived in the woods your whole life. This is not just a piece of wood that was carved out. It's very clearly something that was fused together from two completely different types of wood. If you give me a survival check, just as you look at the wood and look
Sure.
through it.
Is that
Oh
five?
yeah.
Okay, so a 7.
I'll take that natural one.
Yeah.
Counter, thank you.
You're not sure what kind of wood these are made from. But yeah, the lighter side is white completely. The dark side is dark as night, like the clouded sky on a dark night. And in the center, they blend together to form a more neutral gray color.
I can see that. It's beautiful.
And as you kind of hold it up and move it around, like you hold it by the middle, you feel that this staff is perfectly balanced, as all things should be, and it's a good staff. If you spend some more time with it, you can definitely realize that it is a magical staff and something that you are able to attune to if you wish.
All right.
Okay.
Very cool.
Get to that in a minute. Anything else you're doing during your rest or your break or your your watch?
Nope.
All right. I'm just checking to make sure it's the correct version of that staff. But if you'll wake up Thusk for his watch, who does Thusk things. Malone, did you say you were doing something else during your watch?
I just want to, now that I've taken my trance, I just want to check out the amulet.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll add that too.
Does the long rest, like, that, have I technically completed it once I've got the trance, or like, does that remove my exhaustion?
Yes. If you long rest and you're not wearing medium armor or heavy armor, you'll regain a point of exhaustion. If you'd like to take off your armor for your trance, you can, and that would remove your exhaustion. I don't even know if you're wearing heavy armor or medium armor. I can't remember.
I'm wearing light armor.
Okay, yeah, so no problem.
Sure.
Yeah, you can definitely check out the amulet and the little rod you found with the rest of your
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
time. All right, so
Or actually, when I just looked at my inventory, I'd prefer to check out the amulet and read the book I found, the Practical Guide to Potion Crafters' Herbs,
Nice.
and not check out the wand.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. And Ulag, I'm sure you would have at some point looked through the cookbook.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
The front half is written in Common. The back half is written in a language that I do not believe you speak.
Oh, okay. Can I don't recognize the language at all.
You can make an intelligence check.
All right. Do it. 1 sec. You said intelligence?
You don't know what the language is. You're a little tired, and your brain's not functioning quite well as well as it usually is at this moment.
Makes sense.
It's been a long day.
Already, I'm like, oh man, I didn't even realize this book was half of another language.
But as you look through the half that's in Common, it definitely has a few recipes for cooking kobolds.
Okay.
How to use the meat.
Okay, I definitely when I saw the kobolds that the Nyogi was taking control of, did the corpses look like they were already decomposed and not like good to eat? or even like salvage anything from?
They seemed perfectly fine. Seemed like they just recently died.
Okay, gotcha. Well, whenever we pass, I guess back through, or I definitely want to go and like chop up some kobold meat to have.
Yeah.
At some point.
No problem. You can definitely do that.
Okay. Or I can use my flashback point to say I did it when we fought, if you want.
No, I mean you can do that whenever. You probably won't have
Okay.
time to do it during the battle, but yeah, at any point during your watch, you could have done that. Just cut
Okay.
up a
All right.
few
I'll
pieces.
just say that then. I guess during my watch, I went over and hacked up like a leg of a kobold or something.
Okay. Leg. Got it. Anything else y'all are doing during your rest?
No, other than checking out the ring. If I see
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right, Thusk. You're here, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. You just took the last watch. Is there anything in particular you wanted to do during your watch? After you've finished your long rest, you're back feeling full health. Anything in particular you want to do? Besides just keep watch?
Yeah, I was just gonna keep examining my sword because it's still kind of weird to me. Or my maul.
No problem. All right, the rest of the night goes without incident. Nothing seems to harass you during the night. Oh yeah. So the flashback point, I don't think anybody's actually used it.
No.
But since you guys kind of started in the middle on your already on your way, flashback point is so that if there's a time when you're like, hey, I really should have gotten this in town, or I should have done this before I came out here, you can just use your flashback point to flashback to really any point before this adventure started.
Oh, okay.
And say, hey, when I was in town preparing to go adventuring, I did this, or I talked to this person about something, etc. If you guys don't use it later on, I mean, you may lose it, who knows what's going to happen. But that's what it is. It's to make up for something you maybe didn't think about doing before the adventure started.
How much would cooking tools be? Like, if I wanted to use my flashback point to, like, say I bought, like, cooking utensils and stuff, like, before we actually came out.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Alright.
Let me look that up real quick. They probably would not be all that expensive.
Okay.
But while I'm doing that, if you guys look on your D&D Beyond character sheets, I've added a couple items to a few of you.
Okay, let me check.
Malone's yours is a common item, so it doesn't look all that different, but it has the name in there. But during your long rest, you realize what they do, and if it requires you to attune to an item, you can do that during the rest of your long rest.
Alright.
Check equipment.
During the next long rest.
No, you can do that during the same long rest. You can attune to it and take
Is it in
advantage of it.
equipment in D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Oh shit, okay, I see it, nice.
Cook's utensils are worth 1 gold piece.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll definitely pay that then.
And they weigh 8 pounds.
8 pounds?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All it is
Alright,
it's
that's pretty heavy, jeez.
it's a metal pot, some knives, some forks, a stirring spoon, and then there's a ladle there too. So it's very simple,
Okay.
but enough to cook over an open fire.
Cool, okay, so I'm gonna put
And-
cooking stuff.
Uh,
And it's 8 pounds, you said?
8 pounds, yes.
Okay.
And my dog is wanting to be fed, so I will be right back while you guys are checking that stuff out.
Okay.
Ooh wee.
Yeah.
The staff is sick.
This is a cool little cantrip.
I got advantage against saving throws
Oh shit.
for death saving throws. Sorry, which I really
Oh,
need.
man. Dude, this
I'm
ring,
failing those left and right every time I'm down.
That's so good, dude.
that's definitely gonna help out.
For sure.
Man,
This is
the
like-
ring's pretty cool too.
I mean, I don't even realize. I mean, unless you automatically slipped it on, I didn't even see it. Or did you share it with us? The ring?
The ring? You guys probably saw it on my finger when I pulled the stuff out of the bag. It wasn't there
I'm-
before.
I wasn't gonna rule it unless that I saw it, unless it was like supposed to be a stealth of some kind, or
No,
Fun.
it wasn't real. It was just putting it on. I was like, ooh. I just thought about that first because log like shiny things.
All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So, you all wake up the next morning, fully rested, fully recovered of all your spell slots and your exhaustion. What would you guys like to do?
Oh man, feeling much better. How's everybody doing this morning?
Refreshed.
Did I
Ready
find
to
any,
find the sword.
Did I find
Yeah.
anything about the any
Yeah, where
elixir
is-
stuff when I was reading the book, or no?
Yeah, I mean, as you're reading through it and flipping through it, a lot of it is stuff you already know. Like, it's like, oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, I know that. You may find a few little tidbits here and there, but if you spend more time with it, probably in a more comfortable place, I'm sure you could find something that you didn't know before and figure out some new potions you can make or ingredients you didn't know about, places you can find. But right now, there just wasn't quite enough time to go that in depth with it.
Oh, that's totally understandable. Cool. Are you?
So I'm not gonna be able to find this staff anywhere, right? To be able to drag and drop it. I gotta
Definite-
kind of recreate it.
Definitely not.
I figured.
There's some irony in the fact that the dead guy was holding that staff.
Yeah.
You could
Just gonna throw that out there.
you could drag in
It's the,
like a basic version of a quarterstaff,
Yeah.
or not even basic version, but like, you know, the. I don't want to say.
Yes.
but if
yes.
you know
No,
what
I
I
got
mean.
you. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I do.
And then adjust that.
Yep.
Okay.
call.
All right. So morning comes. What are you guys doing?
It's breakfast time.
If he's gonna sit here and cook breakfast, I will gladly allow that. And
Well, I mean, we would need a fire. I'd be like,
Oh.
you guys make a fire, I'll cook breakfast.
Whoops. Ignore that.
Who are you hitting?
All of a sudden, Tree just lashes out, and the
The
skeleton
Yogi's back.
is still
the
dead.
Yogi.
It's control.
The wall was moving.
I mean, I have in my kit. I have a. Actually, let me see how much I have it on me. On that
Are the
book.
cages made of wood?
No, they are metal
Okay.
Ah,
but they're
shoot, I left
rusted. and decaying at this point.
I have a tinder box back on Onyx. If,
Well, I'm sure Tree has one since he's been lighting his torches as he goes
Sure.
throughout. So I
Oh
don't think
yeah.
making fire won't be much of an issue.
Okay. All right. So I guess you guys get the fire going, and I want to try. I guess I looked through the kobold cookbook, and I see anything for particularly like kobold leg meat, if there's anything.
Sure. Yeah, you find something. It lists quite a few ingredients that you don't have on you right now,
Okay.
like some herbs, maybe some vegetables that you could add in mix into it. But most of the recipes, it doesn't really say to do anything special with the meat. It's just like you can cook the meat and use it with this. It's
okay.
not like doing anything special to the meat. It's basically just cooking it and serving it in dishes. Kind of like, ground beef. You're gonna be cooking ground beef
Gotcha.
with maybe with different seasonings, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, I guess I have like some bread from. I guess we have bread from the ration, so I'll just go ahead and cook the meat. I guess. How would I cook it? I guess it's just like with the pan, just like fry it up, or
Yeah.
Over the fire until it's nice and like tender.
No
And give
problem.
everybody like a nice piece.
Can you give me I don't know, what would this be? Wisdom or intelligence? Screw it. For you, it could be
I think-
intelligence. Just cooking
Intelligence?
it. Yeah, just to see how good it tastes. That's all it is. You'll cook it. It's gonna be edible, but
Okay.
this will affect how good it tastes to everybody who tries it.
All right. Just give me a second. Intelligence. Oh wait, I don't have disadvantage, so it's normal. 1 second.
Yes.
There
You're
we
fully
go.
rested.
Yes.
It's good. I mean, it's nothing
Cool.
crazy, but it's solid. It's nice to have a hot meal after traveling and having some actual meat instead of the dried rations you guys
Yeah.
have been. And
Just plain old meat.
it's not poisonous, so that's good.
Yeah, sorry I didn't have much else ingredients to
It-
make anything else.
Strangely tastes like chicken.
All right, weird. This is good. Man, I should have been eating kobolds.
Does anybody else partake?
Are we all eating my kobold
No.
leg meat?
Mm-mm.
No. Oh. Do you like turn me down? I like come up to you. I'm like, here, treat.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just not for me, you know.
I
I'm
understand.
stuffed.
Okay, I go over to Thusk. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I take it and eat it, no problem.
All right.
I very much
Okay.
enjoy it.
All right, and I guess I eat mine as well and pack up all my cooking utensils. I guess rinse it off with a little bit of my water that I had and put it all away.
All right. No problem at all. What would you guys like to do next?
1 second. I had to refresh my roll 20. Okay. All right, so are we gonna go find this sword? What other areas haven't we been to in here?
Well, I noticed quite a few last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was the one door up here that appeared to be locked. The where we saw that giant worm-like thing. There was, I'm gonna kind of walk up in that direction,
Mhm.
and then there's another sort of double doors over here that we ran past. I think everybody saw, but I believe there was another door. If we go back to the snake pit over here, which
I'm gonna mute myself. Give me 1 second.
I'm gonna try to sneak by the snakes, so they don't notice me, and look at and see if this is a door over here.
It is.
And I'm just gonna assume that they followed me as I kind of went through that.
I say we go check out these double doors. Albus double doors.
All right.
What do you guys think? I mean, it's got some really ornate stuff on the
Oh, shit.
outside. Seems like it might be important.
Yeah, probably the best spot to start. Let's would you be honest?
Which side is the double door? Sorry, the left or the right?
Left.
Where are we going here? Okay.
All right, I'm back.
How many torches would you say I've been through?
I wasn't really gonna worry about it. If you want to track them, you've been through 3.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right.
Alright. So there's a door in front of me, is what you
Yep. Yep. Well, Tusk is on the
Sounds like-
job.
said. I'm just gonna try to like push it open.
Okay. There is a handle that you could turn if that's what you'd like. Or actually,
I'm not gonna
it's like
smash it open.
it's like 2 big handles, and it's the kind where like you push the button down, the top part of the handle, and then you can pull it open. I don't know what it's called, but there's a handle, and you push the button, and that's what opens it.
Okay.
Releases
I'll
the
do
latch.
that then. I'll try to
Okay.
do that.
As you do that, it's definite. Like you push your thumb down on the button and try to pull, and seems to be locked. At the same time, or as you do that, the floor falls out from under you, and all of a sudden you just fall down and then start tumbling down into a pit. Can you give me a
Perfect.
dexterity saving throw?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Come on,
Gotcha.
baby.
Hold on. Oh.
6. You're very startled by this, and as you fall into the hole, your head kind of hits the side of the wall, and you
Okay.
take 8 bludgeoning damage as you fall about 20 feet down into this hole.
Shoot, I didn't update from that rest. 8, you said?
8, yes. Yeah, and Ulag, you can put yourself back to full health on your token.
Oh yeah.
On your character sheet.
Kept pulling back up.
Yeah. Do you just pull out some rope, throw it down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw down some rope.
No problem.
I'm gonna back up Jav with the rope.
I'll give all of my strength and assist.
Yeah, Jav, you pull up with the moral support from Ulag and Malone. but it's no problem getting him back up to the top.
Okay.
And you do see now there is about a 2-foot wide ledge right in front of the door that someone could stand on before the pit drops out, or before the pit.
Well, was it locked?
I kind of like nod a little bit.
Well, anybody really good at opening doors without destroying them? I feel like these are some pretty cool doors. I don't want to just come in here and just wreck everything.
Are you sure? We've already done a pretty good job of that so far.
Yeah, but those were just regular doors. These aren't normal doors. These are obviously important to someone.
Like who? These kobolds that we
They're-
just ate?
Dwarven folk. I don't know.
Can somebody fit on the other side of the wall, or other side of the ledge without any risk of falling off?
Yeah.
If you open the door.
Yeah, you can even quite easily walk around the edge of the pit, or the opening, the very square opening.
Oh, okay. Since I'm tiny, I'm gonna go ahead and try that.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Ready? And then, so I get around the little pit, and now I'm just in front of the door.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and open it.
Okay, the handle's probably about eye level.
Yeah,
But-
makes sense.
Yeah, you can reach the handle and push down on the lever, and but it does seem to be locked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's locked.
Well, Tusk.
Ooh. Are you guys sure? Is there a keyhole?
there is a keyhole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we?
Where are we gonna find the key? I mean, do we want to go all the way back through and retrace all our steps to try and find one key?
Oh, wait, can I check the corpse for the key?
Sure.
You said there's another door on the other side of this room, right?
No, up here.
In the next room.
This
There's a
door
door.
right
Okay.
here.
While he searches the body, I'm gonna move over towards that door.
All right. Ula, give me an investigation check as you look
Yep.
around.
Ready? Second. Investigation.
What does this door look like? Sorry.
It's just a single door. Handle on the left side. Seems relatively plain. Nothing special about it.
Okay.
Very similar to the other doors you've seen throughout this dungeon.
10, 11.
Ulog, you don't happen to find a key anywhere around the body.
Oh, okay. Let's walk away. I'm like, oh, there's no key on that dead body.
I still think there might be a key somewhere behind the painting, or maybe has it.
Behind the painting? You want to go back?
You
I
think
don't-
they're
it's not that
connected
far.
because they're both like dwarven stuff?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. That's,
Well,
I'm down to do that. If you guys want to go back and check out that painting,
Well,
Sure.
maybe we'll
This
find
is- this
something
is
else on
a-
the way back.
this is a
Sure.
more normal door. Dusk, would you maybe like to try your hand at the normal door and not the ornate door?
I kind of shrug. Nah. I'll listen. I'll listen to it. I'll listen. Like I listen to the door, see if I can hear anything on the other side. Like put my ear to the door.
Sure, make a perception check.
Okay.
As you listen in, you don't hear any sound at all from the other side.
That sounds safe. I'm gonna try to open the door. Give
Sure.
a thumbs up as I like try to open it.
As you open it, it is also locked.
It's not an illusion.
It is not. There's definitely a door there.
Smash it.
Ow! Hit my tongue.
Smash it.
Smash it.
Smash, smash.
Oh, okay. So that's. I was waiting to see what the party wanted to do. Okay,
I think it's
I'll bring out my
unanimous.
ball and try to just bash. I'm not aiming for the lock. I'm just trying to like crack the door in two.
Yeah, sure. Make
We've
a
already
attack
fucked up
roll.
enough. We've already fucked up a lot of doors. Might as well keep going. Keep the train going.
No problem at all. You just take a big hefty swing and just smash the door in. Half of it kind of flies off the hinges, and the rest swings in, and the door opens up to reveal
Who needs a rogue when you have Tusk?
Real talk.
Yeah.
But this room has a large table in the middle that's been broken, and a whole bunch and two long benches, one on each side of the table. Seem to be some sort of dining or mess hall. There's furniture all throughout the room that is. Hang on before you guys move in, just a moment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh.
That furniture all throughout the room that's old and decaying, not in good condition at all. But Thusk, as you smash open the door and look inside, you do see nothing, no creatures of any kind inside this room. However, as you stand there, you feel this strange wind almost above your head, and right above you, almost appearing out of nowhere, you see this strange bluish white spider-like creature appear right above the door, almost out of nowhere, as it seemed to just phase into existence. I need everybody roll for
shit.
initiative as this thing
Oh.
bends down to bite you, Thusk.
Okay.
Public this.
I just rolled for the torch.
Oh, great.
Of course.
uh,
I mean, that works.
sorry.
Oh, man.
Does a oh wait, that was supposed to be
You could put me at 10, because that's what I really rolled, but I rolled it for the torch. It's up to you. It's not.
Oh, no.
It doesn't change me in the order, I don't think.
Thusk.
Yep.
What is your passive perception?
11.
11. All right, so this attack would actually have advantage, so I'm just gonna do that one more time for the roll. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Can you give me a Constitution saving throw? Man, that first roll,
Should've-
holy shit!
Oh,
Ah!
my God.
So
Jesus Christ.
as this thing bends down and bites into your shoulder, you take 9 points of piercing damage and 13 poison damage.
So 22 total?
Yes, sir.
I look fucked up, guys.
We're off to a good
Oh,
start.
no.
Oh, good, I already moved it.
Wait, this thing is massive.
As this large spider just appears in front of you guys. Oh, I need to do its initiative. Boom. I guess we don't need the carrion crawler anymore. Don't need that. Jav, you were actually 10, you said?
Yeah.
The torch is going to stay
I
out of
mean-
this fight, so I'll go ahead and leave him out, take him out of the initiative. Oh man, he got a natural one too. Look at that.
Wow.
And let me switch the music. All right, first up we have Malone. As you see this creature just bend down from above the door somewhere and bite into Thusk, and Thusk just reel back. What would you like to do?
All right, I am going to just immediately conjure my sword, and then run up to it and hit it with the booming blade.
Awesome.
Booming blade. Oh, sorry, that's the damage from booming blade. I keep forgetting that. It's not an attack roll. Great sword. There we go. 15.
I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that's a hit.
Sweet. 12 damage.
Nice.
All right.
And if it willingly moves, it takes the 7 from booming blade.
All right. Nice. As you slice in it, you do see this strange bluish white pus just pour out of it and then almost disappear in midair.
Nice.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it for the turn.
Okay. Jeff?
Alright, start by casting Shillelagh with my new fucking badass bow staff,
Okay.
and I'm gonna whop him. Am I within? Am I within melee range?
Yeah, you can
Actually,
move
let me
in
just
and
move.
get around through Malone. No
I'll
problem.
move around.
All
I'll
right.
move past.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and he's actually up on the ceiling, like above the door, right here.
Oh, so
so you
I,
can you can still reach him. Like that's no problem you reaching him, but that's just I just don't want him right there. But,
Oh yeah. I'll just put him like I'll be under him, swing
Okay.
upwards.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just reach up and swing at him with the Shillelagh.
Okay.
Let's see. Make sure.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a hit. Nice.
And I'll also do some necrotic stuff to him. Hit him with the halo spores as well.
This is probably gonna whisper to me. Oh well.
Oh, for saves, I found a way. Trevor showed me a way around it. If you
Yeah, you can
have
edit it.
No. If you have the token on a toggle and you have it set to public, then you right-click on the token and click mass roll save. That goes around it.
And it's just the 3 if he fails. I don't have symbiotic on.
Neat. Well, he rolled a 13 on the one I whispered. But yeah, that does work. Nice. I will use that next time. So is a 13 a success?
No, it's
All
14
right.
is the DC.
Nice. So he's definitely looking
It's just the 3.
bloodied. All right. Anything else?
That's the end of my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Thusk. Not looking good. Feeling like shit. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move towards him because that's
Awesome.
the only direction Dusk knows,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna hit him.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Jesus, man.
And I'm gonna deal 16 damage.
Okay.
With my maul.
How do you want to kill him?
Oh, my
Yeah,
split
let's
up
go.
opposite like a pimple. It's
Yeah. This is gross. As you smash through it, the back of the spider just explodes, and you guys just get covered in this strange pus. The rest of the body falls to the
shit.
ground. But as you guys are kind of feeling all gross, the pus almost seems to just fade away and leave your body. The body of the spider is still laying on the ground, almost translucent, almost like you can see through it. But it is dead.
And it's no longer glowing?
No. It is not
Okay.
glowing.
Yeah. It has like fangs?
Yes, it does have 2 large fangs. Here, I'll give you guys a picture.
Oh shit, can I try and
Whoa.
cut off one of the fangs?
Make a, I don't know, fucking nature check.
Nature, alright. I didn't even get a turn. You guys fucked that thing up.
It didn't get a turn except for the surprise round. Oh!
Did I fail again? Damn,
Well-
that's another one on the list.
Man, you guys.
Alright.
You
Horrible.
are able to cut off the fang. As you cut it off, you accidentally slip and cut it in half, so it's not a whole fang. But you do have a
okay.
partial fang, and it's oozing this strange poisonous liquid. And as
Ooh.
you hold it by the top, you're kind of trying to be careful to keep it off your skin.
Oh yeah, okay. Definitely keeping it for me. Ooh, I don't even have anything to like wrap that up.
can
Anyways,
I
I
use
guess I'm just holding
my
it.
can I use my proficiency of medicine to try and get the other one for him?
Yeah, you sure.
No, it's fine.
No, go ahead. It's no big deal. There's still one
Do
nice
it.
fang. Yeah, you're able to kind of start further back in the spider after seeing how he did it, and you're able to get one whole spider fang from this creature. It seems intact, and you kind of hold it up, and there is still some poisonous liquid inside it. I mean, if
I'll
you
give it to
tip
Log.
it over, but it's still in good shape.
Nice.
Don't
okay.
tip it.
Okay, I hold it. Nice. Actually, is it like a hole that has like the poison in it, or?
Yeah, it is kind of hollow inside.
Okay.
The poison seeps
Can I
through,
like
and then there's
plug it up? Like
Yeah.
a piece of cloth or something?
Sure, no
Alright.
problem.
Cool.
Okay. Well, we fucked that thing up.
I'm gonna heal up Razor. I'm gonna give him a Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Yeet.
11
14.
or
Nice.
14 total.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nice. Okay. I'm a little battered still, but I'm looking okay.
Oh, I go up to the Dusk. He's the one that took the big hit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the only hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use Cure Wounds
Ah, okay.
just to be safe. Let's see.
Well, there
There
you
you
go. I just want to look around the room.
Anything
Did you
particular
go
you're
through?
looking
Oh,
for?
oops.
What was that?
Malone, anything you're looking for in particular?
No, just what's the room again?
Ooh, another 8.
It seems
Nice
like an
roll.
old mess hall.
I'm looking pretty decent.
That's all.
I look completely content to move on.
We could always short rest too if we need to. We didn't do that at all before, but
Yeah, that's fair. But if you
I
guys
think you're
want
the
to,
only
we
one
can.
that's hurt right now, though.
Is
So
there a key?
Yeah, I'm pretty much fine.
Okay.
Anything else that would hold a key in this room?
Make an investigation check.
I mean,
Can I also help in trying to find the key?
Sure. You can do it with advantage.
Oh hell yeah!
seems
Is this next door
counterintuitive
closed?
For this to be, given that it was behind a locked door. But
Pretty
we
good.
will see.
You don't find a key. However, you do find part on each side of the door. It was smashed when it was kind of destroyed. You do see there's these strange little openings or strange little panels that could slide off. And as you kind of look, as you look inside, you see there's long pieces of metal. And as you look through it, try to figure out what it did, it seemed like this was trapped. Where if you opened it from the other side, something would happen. Like these pieces of metal will come out and try to trap you. Or try to hold you in place. But there wasn't any such trap on the other side. But looking through, you don't find any kind of key. And on this side,
That was for
you don't see a
this
keyhole
door?
at all. On this side of the door. That door?
Was that for this door or the door on the top?
Oh no, that was the door on the top.
Gotcha. Fancy. Interesting.
So is that another door down in the bottom right?
Yeah.
Seems like another normal door.
Another
So
normal
does it
door.
have the panels as well, or?
Nope.
Can we just try to open it from this side?
Sure. You open it. And you see
Yeah.
into what seems like a classroom.
Hello, snake friends in the bottom corner.
Okay, we're back in there. Okay, well, we need to go back this way anyways, right? Back to the painting.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
over here, right? It's right here.
Yep, this is the room where the painting was.
Oh nice.
Alright.
Seems like
Oh,
an old
shit.
kitchen.
Are we avoiding the snakes, or what's going on here?
Yeah, I'm just running past the snakes.
They seem to just be hanging out in the corner, and then if any of you
Eating the
walks
kobolds.
close, yeah, if any of you walks close, they just kind of hiss at you.
Got it. Alright, what do we want to do with this painting?
So what is the painting? What is the painting of again?
Just a landscape, like a generic landscape, nothing in particular, nothing that looks familiar to any of you. Just seems like
Yeah.
rolling hills, some trees, a little bush down in the corner.
Hey, look, it's you.
Haha.
Your
Very
brethren.
Can we just try to? Can you help me try to take this off the wall? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help
I'm
you.
gonna try. And you said it's pretty big, right?
Takes up like this whole wall, I think.
So as he does this, I'm gonna start taking it off. I'm gonna realize I am horribly equipped to try to handle this.
Okay.
I try
Well,
to help,
you
I
go up.
guess.
You go up, and as you walk up to it and put your hands on it, all of a sudden, before you can even touch it, it just detaches from the wall and flies to another wall on the right side,
What?
and just attaches itself to the wall over here.
Is there anything where
Sweet.
where it used to be behind it?
Just seems like a normal wall.
Let's do
What?
it again.
Wait. I try to walk through the wall.
Okay, you put your hand through the wall. It's a wall.
Damn it.
I
Walk
commend your
straight
effort.
into the wall.
I tried.
Yeah, he didn't even put his hand and just walked through it.
yeah. Oh, I know. Thunk.
So it just like flew over to the other
Yeah.
wall, just like floated? Like what?
Like it kind of detached from the wall and then just slid along the wall and attached itself to the other wall.
Oh god, that's weird.
Follow it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's what's up with this painting?
I bet it's just gonna go back. Anyway, try it again. If it's now on this wall right
Okay.
here.
Yeah, you go up and you touch it and you try to move it and you can't even touch it. It flies down to the bottom wall.
Oh my god.
Ulag, you remember the day before when you were looking at it? You touched it and this didn't happen.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, hold up,
Go
Malone.
for it.
Malone, let me try to touch this. I touched it yesterday. Maybe it just doesn't like. I go and like try to like easily. I'm like, I'm like, shh. Come here, girl. Nice painting. I try to pet the painting.
Okay, make a painting handling check. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you go up and you touch the painting. Nothing happens.
Hey,
That racist.
I guess so. I mean, there's something off about this. I don't know what's. Why can I touch it, but you?
I know why. Actually, can I make an insight check to see if I know why?
I mean, you can whatever assumptions you'd like to make of this, you can.
Okay, I've made my assumptions.
Okay. So what's going on, man? Yeah.
Arkin was never very fond of elves.
Oh, maybe the painting doesn't like elves. You might be onto something there.
I mean, tree. Plus, you try to touch it.
I try to touch
All
it.
right. Yep.
You both try to touch it, and you can touch it, no problem.
I'm like, all right, guys, let's
One-
actually take it off the wall.
One more time for confirmation.
Okay. you go up and you touch it, and it you try
Yeah,
to touch
nobody
it,
else around it. Nobody else around it, just me.
and it flies to the wall on the left.
Okay.
Remind me when we get back to town to talk to that bastard.
I'll talk to him with you.
So can we take it down off the wall, me and Thus?
Yeah. I'll be there
Sure.
for moral support. I'll help.
Yeah. So as you guys working together, it's not much of a problem for you to almost it's like a normal painting where you lift it off a hook and take it off,
Right.
and you look and there is a hook in the wall where it was like where it would hang from.
That keeps fucking
Can we
moving.
inspect it, like the back of the painting, the
Yeah.
area around it?
Yeah. Looking at the back of the painting, you do see a key taped to it.
Yay! We'll take that key.
All right. It's a rather nice looking key, very well made.
I'm gonna let Thus take the key because he's the door opener.
Yeah.
What is this? I just used them all.
We're gonna need a herald.
Yeah,
to
this
sort of-
is
This is a tiny mall. I
This
tell
is a
him.
primitive tool.
This is a tiny mall. You can open a door with it.
a very
Fuck it is.
small. Rob, if you don't make a key later on in the campaign that is shaped like a mall, I'm going to be
Yeah,
very.
we're gonna be disappointed.
Noted.
Yeah, so I'll take the
Okay.
key and then whatever you guys are doing, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep walking back to where we were.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
because we
Let's go
got
see
the
if that
key.
opens that
Yeah,
double
sure.
door.
Absolutely.
Avoid the snakes.
Is that body still there? The husk or whatever?
Of the spider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious if I saw it when I walked by. Okay, I'm gonna go up to this and try the key on the door.
Okay.
Wait, don't fall in the hole.
Yeah,
But
you
I'm gonna.
you walk
do the
around the
balancing
hole.
act.
The key fits perfectly in the door.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it and open it.
You turn it and open it, and the door opens in. Nothing else negative seems to happen.
Nice.
Awesome. Seems to happen.
As you open and look inside this room, you guys can all move in a bit
Whoa.
if you'd like. You see
Okay.
a strange plus-shaped room. Very empty. Doesn't have any of the broken furniture or decaying kennels or anything that the other rooms had. This one is almost entirely empty, except for in the middle of this room is a strange altar, shaped the same way as the room, but implanted in the middle of the altar, you see, with just its hilt sticking out, a sword.
Ooh. Now I think that's what we're looking for, boys.
Well, we found it. Now, how do we get it?
Real quick, what's your passive perception again?
11.
14.
11.
I don't remember. Hold on. 13.
13. Okay. And one more thing, as you guys shine this torch in the room, let me check one thing. Yeah. Malone, you never really have problems seeing through any kind of darkness. But for you, in each of these corners, there's a strange, just darkness or shadow there that your vision doesn't seem to penetrate. It's just like a shading in that area, in each of these 4 corners.
Okay. I'll definitely investigate that once they begin. If assume they'll begin to walk towards the sword.
Yeah, I immediately start walking towards it.
I would like to immediately go investigate the wall here.
Well, Ulag, as you were the
Yeah.
first to walk towards it and start to
Yeah.
get close to the altar, as you step forward, you almost hit a strange barrier of sorts.
Oh.
This strange, transparent, squishy barrier. And as you do so, you feel yourself start to be sucked inside whatever this strange, transparent section
Oh.
is.
Oh my gosh, guys, help!
I
Help!
know
I'm
what
like
this
reaching out my
is.
hand.
Can you
Can we-
give
Can we
me
grab him?
a dexterity saving throw
Oh,
as
okay.
you
Dexterity
walk-
saving throw?
Yep, as you walk into a strange cube-like creature.
Okay. Oof.
Of course.
Gelatinous cube.
Oh god.
This is
Cube
what you see.
time.
Oh my god. Hell yeah.
And as you do that, you guys see him kind of walk in and then all of a sudden pull his hand back. Let me check, see if anything happens when you succeed. Okay, so yeah, as you pull your hand back, you're not sucked in, nothing bad seems to happen, but this cube starts to move and almost move towards you guys. And as you look at it, it looks like Jello shifting back and forth, moving. And you see now as it's moving, the sword almost shimmers a little bit and moves back and forth inside it.
Oh my god.
Malone, as you're walking towards the shadow, and as you kind of hear Ulag exclaim in surprise, the shadow kind of detaches from the wall. Each of the shadows does, and starts to move towards you guys. And these things
More cubes.
want to start you. No. They are
Shadow.
shadows.
Oh
Oh.
man.
And we need to roll for initiative.
Okay.
As these
Not the
things...
torch this time. Oh shit!
Nice.
Oh boy.
My second natural 20 after 6 natural ones.
Oh. Why? I didn't mean to roll that twice.
Man, it's doing whispering again. Oh well, no big deal. I'll probably do the same way.
You can do it with the natural.
Alright, well, it's in there. It's public anyway. I think it's because I have them set. Yeah, they're set to whisper. That's not what it's supposed to be doing. What'd it get? Oh, I never even rolled for it. That 8 was the correct one. I rolled 8 twice. Look at that. How did I roll for them 5 times? Anyway, sorry. Let me get the music changed to something more intense. More appropriate for this battle.
Ooh.
I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, it's like almost halfway point.
I want to grab a drink real fast too.
No problem. Yeah, we'll take a
Okay.
break.
Like 30 seconds.
We can take a 5-minute break.
They're already gone, but just
That's okay. We'll
tell
just-
them when they get back.
I like this music though. This is fun.
never seen that. Yeah. Yep. Will do. Interesting, nice initiative rolls.
Hey Rob, you there?
Yes.
Can you take a look at how I set up like the new staff? Does it look right? And then I made those same adjustments to Shillelagh.
I like
That
this
should be
track.
right, wouldn't it be? Yeah, no, it's sweet.
Yeah, just add the strength and the 1 to the damage 2,
Okay.
because that's for if you use 2 hands.
Right, right.
And it'll just be easier for you.
How do I do that? Like, how do I? Oh, so it'll roll both, right? And
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah,
see
if
whether I'm doing one or the other.
you're almost always gonna use it with 2 hands, right?
No, because I'm holding a shield.
Yeah, so it'll just roll both. Oh, that's right, that's right. So, I guess
But-
if you're not,
But when I do Shillelagh, it does the two-handed damage anyways. Because
Yes.
it's 1d8 when you Shillelagh.
yes. Okay, yeah, yeah, and that will be. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and it'll be the same kind of thing with Shillelagh. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, cool.
And then
Just want to make sure I wasn't
Yeah.
cheating or anything.
yeah, that all looks good. I think technically Shillelagh isn't supposed to work on a magic staff, but I think that's fucking stupid. So
Oh, you're right. We
like
can,
that was part of the plan. You can do that.
Wait, is my initiative 21 or is it 5? I don't know. I think did I roll it twice by accident?
it doesn't.
Yeah,
Looks like you rolled a twice by accident. Could be 21, I think.
Okay.
you can change it.
Okay.
Yeah, I accidentally did the cubes initiative twice, as you guys see. I'll just use the
It
first
was
one
the same for both.
and not use the second one. But it's the first 8 and not the second 8. I have to make sure we're
Right.
clear on that.
Crystal.
All right, I think I'm ready.
Has Razor been on camera for anyone this whole time?
No, not me.
Okay, just making sure it's not me.
Razor, are you back?
Just got back.
Cool.
Sorry, is it my turn?
No. Sorry, it's still.
Oh, okay.
I was just getting ready. I was just checking to see if we were all here.
Gotcha.
How did you make it so that players can edit their own initiative?
Pretty sure it's always like that.
Really, I had no idea.
You can? Oh, wow.
All right. As you see Ulag pull back and the shimmering space in front of him, you are the first to react. What would you like to do?
And I'm seeing these shadow things
You do see
coming
these,
out of
all,
the walls
all
or
these
what?
shadows kind of advance towards you guys in the middle.
And what do they look like? Like, what am I seeing?
It seems like a human shadow. This vaguely
Yikes.
humanoid shape that's just moving.
That is
This void that's moving towards you guys.
that's
Just
very disturbing
almost
to me.
floating
I'm
above
gonna
the ground.
run towards this one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my wild shape to cast symbiotic entity.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus action Shillelagh. I'm just gonna get in his face.
Awesome. All right. So you have that symbiotic entity on, and that's it for you.
Yeah.
Thus, what would you like to do?
So we can all clearly tell that it's a cube in this, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay. The shadows are concerning, but this thing is huge.
Yeah.
It's real big, so I'm gonna run up to it and hit with them all.
Okay.
I would like to crit on this.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Oh.
So just so we can do the roll, fuck it. What's the best way to do this? Just change your crit range to 1 to 20, and then that should roll it correctly on the
Oh
weapon.
yeah, creative.
Okay. 1-20 or just hit crit range 1?
1-20.
No, 1-20. Okay.
Oh, really? I thought you just could have said the 1 and it auto work.
I'm assuming. I'm assuming if you set it to 1. Wait, what the hell is that? Why did it?
Crit score to 1 minus 20.
I don't know. Either way.
Maybe just setting it to 1 will work. I don't know, but
Setting to 1 should work.
yeah, probably.
Okay, well then there we go.
Okay, so that is
33 plus 7, 40 bludgeoning damage.
awesome. As you just
Holy
smash
shit.
into this thing, God, that's a lot of damage. You just smash through it, and you kind of see it wiggle back and forth in its space, and the sword shimmer inside, almost like it's moving with it. But yeah, that was a hefty hit, and does not feel good.
I'm gonna try to hit it again with my action surge.
Awesome, do it.
Oh my god. The pop
14
off.
hit.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
This
for
thing is
sure.
not hard to hit.
It's just a
At
big
all.
cube.
Another 16 then.
Awesome. And that's it for you.
Mhm.
As the second doesn't jiggle quite as much, but there's still some jiggle. All right, now these shadows. What is it? The 2 in the bottom, and the
Oh,
1
no,
not
of
by
course.
jab. All right, well the 2 in the bottom move to here, almost entirely ignoring you alone. The 1 in the top will move. He'll come fight you, jab. But these 2 shadows down here will attack you, Ulag.
Okay.
Seem to completely ignore Malone.
Weird.
Not care at all. All right, so
Sketchy.
the first one, normal. Okay, first attack against you. Is a 14 hit?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that does. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You take 10 points of necrotic damage, and your
Oh,
strength is reduced by 4.
My strength is reduced by 4? Okay. Gotcha.
And then the other one doing the same thing. And your
Yikes.
strength is reduced by 2 more.
Oh, fuck. And that's 9 more damage?
Yes.
So it's a total 19?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Alright. 1 sec. Alright.
As these things, the shadows go through you, you just feel the energy drained out of
Ooh.
you.
Oh, God.
And the other one attacking Jav. There's a bad roll.
That's a miss.
You just hold up your shield and block this dark energy away. And that's it for them. Malone.
I'm gonna say that I had already had the sword out as I was walking through the after we fought the spider,
Sure.
and I'm just going to immediately take a giant, sorry, a hack at the guy in front of me here who's attacking Ulag.
Okay.
With it.
That shadow seems much thinner and more wispy than all the others.
That's good. It's gonna be booming blade, just
Okay.
also.
That
Ooh,
hits.
nice swing.
Is your sword considered magical?
It is indeed considered magical.
All right. So as your sword just slices through this creature, you see it fade away and disappear. As that one had 8 hit points.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, but to move up to this guy and get ready to attack it.
All right. Now for the cube. The cube, looking quite hurt when it took the 56 points of damage, will It's going to try to engulf the two of you that are in front of it.
Oh, here we go.
So, I need Ulag, thus, to make
Yeah.
a dexterity saving throw.
Oof. Oh
Damn
boy.
it. Oh, wait, can I make that a 20?
You have to do it
Or I have to
before
do
the
it
roll.
before?
Yeah,
Alright, yep,
sorry.
okay. That's cool. That's okay.
Well, the creature enters your space and you guys are both engulfed in it. And you feel yourselves just like a little, like you're sucked into it and now you're just floating in space. You cannot breathe. And you are restrained. And you can feel the acid from inside this creature eating into you. You
my
both
God.
take... Oh my gosh, what the hell? 15 points of acid damage.
Oh, okay, I'm down.
Alright. Malone, as you see this, you see Ulag just kind of get sucked in and then just stop moving inside the creature.
All right. No.
Okay. And then the other shadow by you, Jav, will attack you. With its, as it tries to drain you. Does a 14 hit?
That's a miss.
Alright. So again, you just block it away with your shield. Ulag. At the beginning of your
So I'm
turn,
inside a cube. I'm dead.
at the beginning of your turn, you do take acid damage, so that's one failure in a death saving throw.
Okay.
You do get one. You do have to make a death saving throw. If I will
Okay.
tell you that you just mentioned the 20. If you'd like to use it on this, you can.
Oh yeah, the 20 will put me back to 1 HP, right? But I'll immediately start taking damage again, though.
On your next turn.
On my next turn? Okay, actually, then I'll go ahead and do that.
You might be able to try to escape first.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna use the 20 to on that saving throw.
Okay, you come back to consciousness, and you cannot breathe. You have no
Okay.
air. What would you like to do?
Okay. And I'm restrained, so I can't move at all, right?
Nope. You can try to get out, but you can't move on your own.
Can I see the sword within the cube?
Not in the cube. The cube moved
Oh, it's
away
not?
from it, and the altar is still on the ground. It was just like when the cube was over it, it was shimmering a little bit. But the sword is
Okay,
over
gotcha.
here in the altar.
Okay. Alright then, I guess I'm just alive, floating around in cube
And
land.
you have your full turn, so you can do what you'd like.
Oh. I guess I'll try to break out if I can.
Sure. It's going to be a strength check.
Okay, here we go.
As you're
What a
down
Gotta try.
well-designed encounter.
3
Gotta
on your
try. Come
modifier.
baby.
What a well-designed encounter.
Ah!
Oh
No way.
yes! Fuck yeah!
Wow. Awesome. Awesome. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, as you come back to consciousness, you just shoot out of the cube. Where would you like to go? Like, where do you want to be as you shoot out of it? It can be anywhere within 5 feet of the cube, like any side.
Behind it, where the altar is.
Sure. Yeah. You scoot out right there.
Okay, and I don't have an action, right?
Yeah, that was your action to get it
Okay,
to
so
escape.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to give Malone some inspiration. So I pop out of this cube and I'm like, "Where's my harmonica?" It's got like I guess like goop in it, and I try to play it and it doesn't sound too good, but I'm giving him inspiration.
All right. Malone, you are inspired. Anything else you're doing, Ulag?
I think other than that, that'll be it. Well, actually, what is it an interaction or a bonus action to drink that necrotic potion?
It's a bonus action.
Okay, I'll do it next turn. Yep,
Jeff.
that'll be it for me.
You have both these strange shadow creatures in front of you. What would you like to do?
I am going to the one straight up ahead of me that I rushed initially.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna swing on him with the shillelagh.
Okay. That's a hit.
So 13 damage.
Yeah. Is the symbiotic? Yeah. The poison damage seems to have absolutely no effect on him at all.
Okay.
But your staff definitely hurts him.
Okay. And I'm going to use my reaction as well for the other one to do Halo Spores.
Okay. So con save.
Forget the poison on there.
Well, it's nice because the necrotic doesn't do anything either.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They are immune to poison and necrotic.
Okay.
Damn.
I am going to. Shit. Bonus action. Since that was just action and reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Healing spirit. Put the fair on Ulag.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
And hope that the jelly man doesn't just roll over my little ferret.
Yeah. I'll keep him safe.
He starts healing. Thusk, what would you like to do? You're stuck inside this strange gelatinous creature.
Do I start my turn
yeah,
taking damage?
you do. Thank you. Let me get that number again. Holy crap. You take 22 points of acid damage at the start
Oh
of
my
your turn.
god.
Okay, so real quick,
Mhm.
when restrained, can you still make attacks?
You can, you'll just be at disadvantage.
Okay.
And you cannot breathe right now. And you feel this acid eating away from the area around you.
Okay. I'm gonna choose to go to 1 HP
Okay.
instead of die.
Okay.
Then, because I'm doing that, I'm gonna proc the other one that lets me make a reaction to make a weapon attack
Okay. Awesome.
against him. So, disadvantage.
Yes.
Please, God.
Hits.
10? Okay.
It's hard to miss.
Another 21 damage.
If anyone misses, it'll be impressive. 21. Nice. It is definitely looking oozy. It's not bloody,
Okay.
but it's oozy.
Then
And you have
I
your
will
full
end
turn.
my turn in...
You still have an
do I?
action, right?
Wait.
Because you haven't.
Yeah.
Oh,
used,
yeah,
you
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
used any
Yeah, 'cause
action.
that was my reaction, that's
Yeah.
right.
And your bonus
Okay,
action.
so
if there's anything.
as my action, I'm gonna try to escape.
Okay. Strength
No,
check.
I'm gonna
Yeah, strength check. Yeah, no problem. You can go any
Okay.
space next to it.
Okay. I will go here. I will bonus action second wind, I guess, and then
Okay.
I'll go turn.
All right. Shadows. One of them. That one is dead. Next up, this one. Malone. He's still just completely ignoring you. They don't seem to want to attack you at all. So, Ulag, you're the target.
Let's go. Let's go. Let me have it. Ah! God damn it.
Pops up, says, "Dude, you're the fucking boss." Then drops down.
Yeah, pretty much.
So now your strength is just reduced by 2 this time. What's your strength at right now?
Well, I'm probably my strength is at it's gonna be at 6 now.
You are still stronger than I am.
Well, let me see. Yep.
All right.
Wow.
Then the one by you, Tree.
Oh, also I
That's
think
a
I'm
hit.
dead then. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, you're unconscious. 9 points of necrotic damage, and your strength is reduced by 1. Malone.
I'm gonna see that this guy just swipes
Is
at
there a
the
way to
blood.
just have like a global change to that, or do I have to actually change it?
Let's see. You might be able to override it in settings. I don't know. You may just have
I
to
have
change it,
the spreadsheet which shows your
Yeah.
strength is.
Yeah, I
What
have
know
all that
is
stuff.
like-
so we can always change
Okay.
it back.
Just
Cool,
change
cool.
And I think it's still on D&D Beyond, so we won't be losing the actual raw strength.
True.
Yeah, I'm going to, seeing Ulag get taken down, I'm going to say this is for you, and immediately come out with a great weapon attack on the Shadow that just hit him. And I might use the Bark Inspiration immediately, depending on the results, so don't tell me.
Sure.
immediately. Great weapon master. I'm gonna use the inspiration.
Remember my song?
As you're
13.
inspired and you feel bad about the dead or the unconscious gnome laying down, that hits, and you swing through the creature. 15.
yeah. Good shit.
It's barely hanging on to life.
Fuck.
It is almost dead.
But can that? It's also a booming blade.
Sure. Sure.
There's no reason it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just throw that damage in there just ahead of time. So
Okay.
in case it moves.
Anything else you'd like to do? You should have your bonus action if you want to move. At all.
No, that's all.
The cube now.
What is this?
I mean, is there any reason it wouldn't do this again?
Come at me. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, it's not a recharge, so yeah, it's gonna try to engulf you again. So let's see, it would move there.
And then dex saving throw.
Yeah, just dex saving throw.
Yikes.
Yikes.
We are rolling well on those.
How much?
12.
God damn it.
Oh,
11.
those
Alright.
those rolls, damn. As
Alright,
you are
calm
also
down.
inside the gelatinous cube now, floating in space.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm conscious, guys.
Alright.
Shadow by you, Jav, will attack you. But you
Miss.
just block it away with your shield. Ulag, beginning of your turn,
Okay.
you regain
Oh.
1d6 hit points.
All right. It's slash R, right?
Yeah,
D6.
Yep.
I did set up some macros if you guys want to add them to your bar in the,
Oh, did
the
you?
macro section. You can just click the in bar and then you click that, then you type. It's easier than having to type it in every time.
Oh.
But then it'll add a button to the very
Oh, I
bottom.
see it here. Is it? Wait, I'm gonna test it out really quick. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I got the same thing. All right.
Nice.
So I got 6 points.
You got 6 hit points and conscious, prone on the ground.
Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm gonna cast a Cure Wounds at a 2nd level after I get my 6. So 6. Hello, did it come up? No. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Level 2.
Nice. So you're up to 19.
Okay. 19. Okay, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to drink that necrotic resistance potion.
Awesome. Yeah. So you're now resistant to necrotic. As you
Okay,
chug it, it
perfect.
doesn't taste good going down
At
at all, but it'll work.
yeah, I mean, I want to stay alive, so.
Would you like to move at all?
I don't think so because they'll get opportunity attack. One of the shadows will.
You could stay next to the cube and he wouldn't get to attack you. And the shadow would, but you're resistant to necrotic if you're okay with that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll go over to right here because I think the next time I want to try and help Thusker.
Awesome. All right, so that's it for you, Ulag. Or I'm sorry, Jav. What would you like to do?
I will swing on that same guy above me that I've already hurt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that hits. So
12 bludgeoning.
how do you want to kill it?
Yeah.
My first kill with the new staff. Just swing straight down on the top of his head and just kind of crunch his neck down.
Awesome. And as it fades away, it seems to almost be sucked into the dark side of the staff and disappear in there.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
That's
And as a bonus action, I can move my fair. I'm gonna move it right along with Oolong.
Okay.
Oh, thanks,
right under
bro.
him still.
All right.
nice.
Thusk. Being a turn, you take a shit ton of damage, so you fail a death saving throw. Where were those ones before?
What?
That's still
Oh
more than
my
the last
God.
roll was, though.
Yeah,
And
last was 3d6, not 6d6.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
yeah, that's why it's like, what the hell? Can you make a death saving throw?
Would this be his third?
No.
All right. Shadow here is going to run after you, Ulag, and as it does, it dies because the vibrating energy around it just kind of makes it explode and fade away. As
Let's
the
go,
boom-
Malone.
As the booming blade takes effect.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Nice.
All right, that one's dead. So, Jab, the one next to you, he's gonna keep trying to hit you, even though he's failed twice. There we go.
That's a hit.
All right.
Damn.
So you take 7. Oops. Nope, that's not gonna be right. I hit the 6.
And
7 points. Oh my gosh, I can't fucking roll. Not 1d44. 1 again.
And one more?
Another
Nice.
one more.
Hell yeah, I'm lucking
I
out
love
on
it.
these. I'm still 14, boys.
That's it for the shadow. Malone, you saw that one just fade away in front of you as it walked away. What would you like to do?
Give like a ha plastic and run up and how oozy is it looking?
I mean,
You're-
it's a giant gelatinous cube.
Now, I know it's shocking. You're not an expert on gelatinous cube health,
I
so
know, right?
who knows?
All right, there. That's all right. I figured I might as well.
It
ask.
definitely
So
has
far.
some oozing out of it, but who knows?
All right.
You can
I am
definitely
going
see
to,
Tusk unconscious and dying as the acid eats away at him inside there.
Man,
I will. Great Weapon Master, Booming Blade, attack it.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Hits.
18,
Yes.
11 damage.
Awesome.
And if it moves, 3.
Okay.
additional damage. If it moves.
All right. Anything else?
Let's see. No, I don't think so. No.
Oh, I did that incorrect. So the acid damage isn't supposed to take place until the start of its turn. So that one that happened before is happening now to you, Tusk. But same thing. But on its turn, it wants Malone. It wants you to be engulfed by it. So it's going to move
Oh,
into your
no.
space, taking Tusk with it. Ulag, if you'd like to make an attack of opportunity against it, you can. Malone-
Absolutely. And if it hits, I want to use Psychic Blades.
Hell yeah.
How much does this thing have?
1 second.
It's a sack of hit points.
I know
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is. It
I was
really
just
is.
Like, how much? I thought it capped out at like 60 something.
Hits.
What are we looking at? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'll use Psychic Blades on it, so that's extra 2d6. Slash. Oh yeah, you. Oh yeah, let me just use your macro. 2d6.
Mhm.
So 9 points of damage.
All right. Malone, can you give me a dex save?
Absolutely. Dex save.
Oh, no.
You join your friend Tusk
Oh,
inside,
No.
and you take 11 points of acid damage as it
And
eats
is it
away
your
at you.
Strength like 5.
The cube doesn't. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, it is. Took that damage. All right. Now we're back up to this shadow that's dead. Okay. Ulag, your turn. You now
Okay.
see 2 of your friends trapped inside the cube. Tusk is not looking good. You can tell
Shit.
Malone is conscious and moving around. Well, trying to move around, but the acid is eating away at him, just like it was at you.
Okay, so I guess does Dusk still look conscious?
No.
You, by the way, you started off in that squirrel ferret.
Oh yeah, let me get my d6. Let me roll that really quick. Yeah, dude, yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And another thing I do want to say. So
Oh shit! I should have rolled for. I got hit on that shadows last turn.
Oh
I
yeah.
should
If
have
you
been
want to
rolling
make
for
a
concentration,
sure. Thank you. And
Constitution
the
save, right?
natural ones, yes, the natural ones and natural 20s that you guys use
Okay.
don't have to be
Alright.
for your own rolls. You can use that for any roll you see. So like you can use a natural 20
Okay.
for someone else's.
Okay.
Just a heads
Oh
up.
wait, any like another like I could use it for somebody else's roll?
Oh,
wow.
Those
okay.
you can
I
use
didn't know that.
on literally any roll. So you could use a natural
Oh.
one on your own or on your companions if they were trying to do something and you think it would be funny.
I did not know
okay.
that. That's
So
awesome.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
any roll you see happen. As long as you say it before it happens, you can use that.
Okay. So let me see here. All right, what I'm gonna do is so if I go near the cube, am I able to like help them try to get out of it?
Yeah, you can try to reach in and pull one of them out of it if you'd like.
Okay.
It would take your action.
I mean, my strength isn't very good, but I mean, I feel bad just watching, so I'm gonna try.
Okay. This is gonna be a strength check from you.
Strength check. Okay. I got lots of that, except not. Yeah, that's a 4.
As you reach in and you're trying to pull it, you just can't get the strength. You can't budge. Even though this creature is barely hanging together, you're not able to pull Thusk out.
Okay. And that's my bonus. That's my action, right?
It is.
Yeah. So I'll use my bonus action to inspire Jav. I think that's my last one because I used what is it? Like a blades.
Okay.
So my harmonica still filled with, I guess, goop from like trying to play it. So you feel somewhat inspired, Jav.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Jav.
Can I get to Thusk to try and pull him out? I don't think I can, right? I'd have to go around the cube, kinda.
No, you can get down below him. You
think?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can get right below him. Because you have what,
Like
30
here?
feet? Yeah.
Okay,
there will
I'll do
be-
that. I know there's gonna be an attack of opportunity.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Okay.
Another
The
one.
rainy
Nice.
ones.
Alright. Well,
Every time.
I'm still at 13 on the strength.
Yeah,
It's not
you're,
great,
you're
but
fine.
alright, I'm gonna try and pull Thusk out.
Okay. It's gonna be a strength check.
Just straight strength.
Yes, sir.
That's a strength save. I'm sorry,
That's okay. It's the same.
but
You're not proficient.
same thing. Yep.
You do have inspiration. I don't know if you want to use it on this or to go with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, absolutely. No question. It's 1d6, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice. As you reach in, you feel the inspiring words from Ulag within you, and you find the strength to just grab him and pull him out and set him down on the ground behind you. You can tell he is
Okay.
clearly very close to death.
And I'm moving the fair to him.
Awesome.
Nice.
Then I'll stand here and try and protect him.
Okay. Great. All right. Thusk, at the beginning of your turn, you regain 1d6 hit points,
Good shit.
Okay.
and you're unconscious, and you have 1 level of exhaustion because you guys are not allowed to succeed on death saving throws. He
Okay.
rolled a 5. All right, so you come to consciousness with 3 hit points. Any clothing you had on you is probably burned, and not much is left of it. You still feel like shit. What would you like to do?
It looks beat up in front of me a little bit.
Very much so.
I'm gonna walk out and smack it.
All right.
I don't know my fucking.
Hell yeah.
Dusk knows what he's good at.
Oh, I whispered that.
That's okay. It still hits. All right.
16?
Ooh.
Well, how do you want to kill it?
Yes.
I don't know.
As you kind of lazily just walk towards it, just exhausted, tired, sick of this crap, sick of being taken over and not being able to move, not being able to do what you want, you just swing through with a large baseball swing and just smash right through it. The ooze just goes flying all over the room. Ulag, you probably get covered with it.
Yeah.
Malone, you just fall on the ground, just right where you are, but the cube is finished.
Nice.
We still got one shadow boy. He hasn't been hurt yet, I don't think.
He has not. Anything else you'd like to do, Thusk?
Move back over here behind these guys.
Okay.
And I'll take out my crossbow.
All right. Well, Malone, in spite of you being prone on the ground, an easy target, the shadow is going to go after Jeff. Because they don't seem to care about trying to attack you at all. Now they're
Okay.
wrong well. And then another, oh, that's not correct. Let me roll
4.
that again. That's That's not right.
Okay.
Okay, 3. So your strength is reduced by 3. And can you give me a concentration check? Constitution save?
Yep.
No problem. Malone.
I'm gonna get up, drag myself through this goofy shit, and great weapon attack, booming blade, the shadow.
Yeah! Hell yeah!
Let's
Nice.
go.
Okay. Actually, this is... Oh wow.
Nice.
How do you fucking destroy this thing?
Yeah, and decapitate.
Okay, so as your vibrating blade just goes straight through its head, Jav kind of ducks out of the way and give you plenty of room, but you the top half of the shadow just kind of gets knocked away, and then the rest of it just dissipates as you completely destroy it, and all the creatures are dead. All you guys are amazingly alive.
We living. We living.
Wow.
I have.
Do you say death saves reset, right?
You do have 1 level of exhaustion from
Yep.
being unconscious and taking a failure.
All right.
And I
Who was
have-
the worst here?
2d6 to everyone then from the spirit since it's still up.
Sure.
Okay.
You said 2d6? What?
He's gonna move the ferret running around through you guys, and everybody heals
Oh.
2d6 hit points.
Oh yeah, okay.
So everybody can roll for themselves as everybody rolls like crap. Of course, Ulak. He's rolled.
Let's...
Oh,
You rolled
that's
2d8.
yeah, that's
2d8.
Oh shit. Oops.
yeah. One more time.
Oops.
It's like, how'd you roll an 8?
My bad. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, what?
Hey,
Plus-
Alright, I'll
oh,
take that.
everybody
That's
below
average.
average.
I'll take it.
Every single roll was
fine.
Who
below
looks the
average.
worst?
Probably Tusk. I'm sorry. Yeah, probably Tusk.
Who
You'll
looks
see
the
me
most
take
beat up?
while they talk, I'm going to immediately start conjuring some potions.
Okay.
2 potions. It's going to take me 2 minutes total.
No problem. Well, he's sitting down and doing his arcane stuff. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I guess we can
uh,
take. You want to take a short
I'm gonna
rest?
suggest a short rest if possible because
I'm gonna use Song of Rest.
if
use
we
a short rest.
pull on that sword and some other shit happens, we're not gonna be prepared.
Yep, that's true.
I'll go over, and if this is what they're talking about deciding to do, I'll shut the door that we
Okay.
Yeah.
came in through. And
Mhm.
are we able to lock it from the inside?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. I'll lock it.
All right, and I'll do Song of Rest when we do a short rest.
All right, no problem.
It sounds a little bit better now that I've actually got to clean out my harmonica. I'm also cleaning off my fucking shoes. I'm like, ah! They're probably like deteriorating now.
During the short rest, I will spend. I can spend like 1 hit die at a time, right? Until
I'm just
done?
gonna do 1 hit die.
Or do I have to say how many I'm gonna do it at the beginning? of it?
No, it's just 1 at a time.
You get an extra one because of Song of Rest.
You get. I think it's just a D6, right? It's just they
Yeah,
get.
just
They just get to
D6.
add that 4. Anybody who spends a hit dice can add 4 to.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Just add 4 outright. Okay, see.
Yeah,
Oh,
just like it's
yeah.
not for each roll. Oh, nice.
So I got
Okay, so-
13 then,
I got 13.
because I had 4 as well.
Yes.
I get to each. hit
No,
dice that
it's
comes
just the 4 flat. Just one. Just
Okay.
4. If you spend any, you get to add the 4. Yeah, but you can spend as many as you want.
back. Okay. I used 3 hit dice,
Okay.
and I'm looking pretty much good.
All right.
So is anybody still looking not perfect after this short rest?
I mean, wait. I mean, I still don't have my strength back, right?
You regain your strength with the short rest,
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah. Good shit. Okay.
so it's back to whatever it was. Yeah, Malone, it was a little convenient that it didn't attack you. I've had
Yeah, I just replied my explanation.
uh-huh. It wasn't because of your strength.
Yeah, that was
that was just
I
beneficial.
thinking- I was like, I am so
Oh,
screwed
no,
right
I
now.
would take pleasure in killing you guys. Believe no, I'm just kidding. All right, so after you guys rest up,
So,
regain your
sorry, real
strength.
quick, was anybody not like looking perfect again after that? I apologize, I didn't hear.
I'm
anybody's answer.
good. I'm
I'm,
Gucci.
I'm feeling totally great.
Okay,
Other than my shoes, man.
I'm sorry, I can't help your
pretty
shoe.
good. I'm feeling like almost 100%. So feeling
Okay.
good.
All right, cool. Who wants to take a look at the sword?
Can
Can we check it for
Yeah.
traps?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage.
Okay. Investigation.
You can tell that if the sword were to be removed, something would definitely happen. Like there's this little mechanism that's fuck, I don't even know how to describe this. It does. You don't really see anything like negative from removing the sword,
Okay.
to the best of your knowledge. But removing the sword would have some kind of an effect on the altar. Like there's some,
Okay.
you can kind of look at the mechanical workings of it, and it's almost like it would, like the altar can open in a way,
Oh.
and the sword seems to be somehow keeping in place.
Okay. I think this should be okay, guys. You want me to try to pull it out? Or...
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I just go. I walk up. And I'm like, okay.
Take a step back, just one step back.
Okay,
I'll have my maul ready.
awesome.
I put both my hands on it. I guess on the hilt, and just try to like.
Let me show you a picture of this thing that you're
Yeah,
pulling
please
out.
do. Actually, I want to see it.
I love pictures, man. Pictures are great.
Yeah, dude. That's one thing I love about this. You have so many pictures.
This is the hilt that you can see that you're
Ooh.
grabbing.
Ooh.
Oh, that's sick.
And as
Yeah,
you
that's
pull
the
out
one.
the blade, you do see an inscription on it, on the blade.
Nice.
This long sword is. Any of you who are familiar or have studied any kind of forgery or craftsmanship can recognize this as a dwarven-made blade. Or I'm sorry, it's made by dwarves, but it's made in the style of humans. And you see this script running along it that doesn't really look like a language any of you know. That you guys don't recognize it. But after you as you pull it out and kind of wield this longsword for a moment, you look at it and you get the sense that the script is just the name of whatever the sword is.
Okay, I just want to like run my hand over the lettering and like see. Is it like indented?
Yes, it is.
It's like engraved in there, right?
It is.
Okay.
It is indeed. And as you like run it over and just take a moment with it, you almost instinctually the script changes and you're able to. It seems like it changes, but you can now read what the script says. You can understand that the name of the sword is Durandana.
Durandana.
Let me post that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's weird. But yeah,
Okay.
when you copy and paste from OneNote, it likes to paste pictures instead of just the text.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Hey, do you guys think this is a
Especially
girl's sword? His name is Duradana. It sounds pretty androgynous to me.
I don't know, man.
Well,
Durandana?
I think Delilah would get jealous if if I had another sword with a name. So, when you guys want to hold on to this,
And
I won't touch it.
okay. Well,
I'll hold it. That's fine. I'll bring it back.
and as you pull the sword out, the altar does seem to open up, and just kind of split open. And inside you do see the loot drop. You do see a few interesting items that you guys could probably take with you. You see 5 what are Malone. You clearly recognize them as potions of healing, and one that's a little stronger than the others. So there's 5 potions healing, one that's a potion of greater healing. Another that you recognize as a potion of climbing. And then you see 2 other potion-like items that you don't recognize right off the bat. If I can give you guys a description one moment. Then you also see there's 3 rolled up spell scrolls
Oh shit.
and a small bag, and then a small little chest that sounds like there's coins inside.
Okay.
Let's see. The potions you don't recognize.
Is that right?
There's 5 regular potions and then 1 extra greater.
Sorry, I thought it was. I thought it was part of those 5. Was that one?
No
My
problem.
bad.
Thanks for typing it out. folks.
I guess it's not what I thought. The one of the potions seems to have a fingernail floating in it.
Ew.
The other doesn't look like a normal potion. Don't have a description of that. But it's a very deep red color. Not the same
Might
color as a
be
potion of healing.
Attention goes to the potions, especially the unknown ones.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
See, there's a small bag in there.
Yeah. I'll grab the spell scrolls.
Can I examine the small bag?
Yeah. You pick it up and you open it up and you kind of hear this clinking inside. And you look inside. There seems to be a whole bunch of different gems inside it.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
And since I probably won't want to look it up later, if you want to write down that you have a bag of gems worth 150 gold.
Okay.
What
Ulag.
gems specifically?
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of different ones. that I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
there's 3 different
pronounce.
spell scrolls. I just open up a random one. I mean, I'm gonna go through them and see if I can
Yeah.
read them,
Yeah.
or if they're like the other one. And
I'm just checking the list. The first one you do recognize. It is a scroll of Featherfall.
Featherfall. Okay.
Mhm. The second one you don't recognize. It seems to be similar to that first scroll you found that you didn't recognize, like the one from the other room.
Okay.
You can try to read it. The third one you also don't recognize, but it's more, with your knowledge, it's more arcane based than the divine creations of the other 2 scrolls.
Okay. Gotcha. Right. Okay, and I'll just take them all and put them with the other spell scrolls.
Okay. You guys, you can figure it out during a short rest. I'm not gonna worry about you
Yeah,
trying to do
I was just like, I'm
will
just
be-
stressed out right now.
It will be difficult to. Oops, that's not correct. If it's not on your spell list, it's harder for you to cast it. You can still cast them. It's just gonna be a higher ability check.
Okay.
Opening up the chest. That's how much coins. Wow, that is not correct. Not that 150. What the hell?
Oh, 150 is from the
yeah,
gems, though.
I just copied that from the previous section. So here, I'll post it again.
Gotcha.
Oh, fucking commas. That's what I was like. What does that 2 mean? What is the 2? Okay, that's correct. Because yeah, the 2 just looked like it was by itself, and then 100 CP or copper. Ulag, the scrolls. The other 2 are a scroll of Detect Evil and Good,
Uh-huh.
and a scroll of Ray of Sickness.
Okay. All right. Let me write that down.
And then the one from before is a scroll of Shield of Faith.
Sorry, scroll of what?
Shield of Faith.
Oh, okay. So shield of faith.
And any of you guys can attempt to cast those. Even if it's not on your spell list, you can try to cast it. It's just going to be harder. How I do it is... So, if it's a spell scroll that's on your list, but it's higher than your level, like say if you tried to cast a 3rd level spell, you'd have to make a spell casting ability check, which would just be adding your whatever your ability is, and you just have to beat 10 plus the spell's level. So if you try to cast a 3rd level spell, you have to beat a DC 13 with a charisma check for you, Ulag.
Okay, that makes sense.
If it's not on your list, and then casting any spell is 15 plus whatever the level of the spell is. I believe that's how it is. I'll have to check again, but
Okay.
that's the gist of it,
Okay.
and I'll bring it up again when that time comes.
So a few of those don't really fit anyone, right? Is that what we're saying? Like,
Yeah.
'cause they're like, were those like cleric spells, basically?
Yeah, the
Very
Shield of Faith, Detect Evil,
Gotcha.
and Good are divine, cleric, and paladin spells.
Gotcha. Okay.
Ray of Sickness is I think wizard and sorcerer.
Yeah, I just looked all of them up. That's correct.
Well, cool. We got some shit we can play with, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got them all written down in my bio treasure.
Cool. You're the spell keeper.
That sounds good. I'm the caster.
A potion guy, a spell guy, a key guy.
The key guy. The key guy.
Yep.
It's key, all right.
All right.
Speaking of the potions.
Yeah.
Visually inspecting them, do I know what they are by any chance? Or
Oh yeah.
You could taste them.
I'll taste them.
Okay, which one do you taste first? The fingernail.
Fingernail one, of course.
Okay.
Fingernail. Oh, jeez.
Fingernail one, of course.
A-
That's
a-
way more interesting.
As you pick it up, it is very, very cold, and it almost starts to hurt your fingers as you just hold the bottle.
How viscous is it?
It's pretty fucking viscous. It's very thick. As you open it up and taste a little bit, your tongue almost freezes. It's like colder than an ice cube as you taste it. But even you, with your very meager strength, feel a little bit energized, and you feel stronger. And you feel if you drank this entire thing, you could have the strength of a frost giant.
What?
Wow.
Whoa.
This is a potion of frost giant strength.
Damn.
Badass.
Dude, that's gonna come in handy.
Did someone grab the coins? Are we splitting them right now?
That's with a fingernail in it?
It's a very large fingernail, and it might actually only be half of a fingernail.
Say that again, you cut out.
It's a very large fingernail, and it could be even half of a fingernail of possibly a frost giant.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. And the other one, which was what color was it? Again? It was
It's
very
not a normal
deep
kind of
red.
potion, and as you kind of look around, it's definitely not something that's made the same way as other potions. But it's this deep red color, and definitely would have a curative effect if someone drank it. But it is an elixir of health. If that one, if you drink it, it removes cures any disease, and removes the blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned condition.
Nice.
Right.
Wow.
It's has tiny little bubbles of light in it, in the deep red liquid.
All right.
Cool.
I will definitely hold on to the potion of frost giant strength.
Mhm.
As for the potions of healing, I don't believe I should hold on to those guys. Maybe
We
a
could-
potion of climbing.
We can hand them out a little bit so that if people
Yeah.
get in bad situations, they can just take one themselves. You know, you don't
I
have to
currently have
people running
two.
around feeding each other.
I can make my own. So
That's true. Yeah, I'll definitely take one or two of them. No problem.
I'll just take one potion, regular potion.
What's the name of the other one again? Potion of.
Greater.
what was-
Oh,
No,
I
no,
think
it was the
I
other
think
one.
Thus
Healing
should
elixir?
have the greater. He's,
Yeah.
he's the one who's
Yeah.
on the front lines.
Yeah.
Okay, I will not argue. If you insist.
Could I take two of the standard ones then?
I took one.
What is?
There's 5 of
Duragana?
them total, and it didn't seem like Malone wanted any.
Oh, okay, I'll take another one then. You want me to take 2 more?
What
You want me
are
to take the
you
rest
using?
of them? Or who else?
We can just take 2 each and then give one to Thusk too, or one
Yeah,
to Malone.
that works. I have 2.
Yeah, give the extra one to Thus. You guys take the 2 smaller ones. Thus takes this small one and the greater, and I'll just take the other potions.
The special ones, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the special
Sounds
ones.
good. You're the potion guy. You
So,
can't handle my
I'll,
potions.
Sorry. No, I love that. It is.
Me too.
They're too strong for you, traveler.
Traveler. That's your character now. That's Malone. Oh man. All right. So we have looted. Oh yeah. Should we split the money or? How
Yeah. Up to you guys. You want to just go ahead and split it up right now?
That's 15 gold pieces each, I guess.
Mhm.
And
Wait. Oh yeah. Well, I was looking at the one. I was
Yeah,
like, wait a minute,
yeah.
one of us? I'm sorry.
Wait, what part are we talking about?
Splitting the gold.
Yeah.
The 150 is you're talking about
Wasn't-
the gems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we playing this?
Wasn't
I'm
there
just
like
gonna
a
ask.
small bag that had the gems in it, right? Can I
Yeah.
have that small bag? Can I hold on to it?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Just the
I just-
bag or
I
the
just-
gems?
I want the bag afterwards, basically. I don't have anything to put my money in, guys. I've never had money
Oh.
before, so
yeah.
like
Give him a little coin purse. Let him have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've
What
never
kinda-
I've never had any money before, so this is like all new to me.
We're gonna
Rob,
buy
what's the
some
bag
cool
look
shit.
like?
It is a normal bag, a small little pouch.
No, I know,
Tree
but like, is it like
Just wait till Tree learns about banks.
do banks exist?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
When I picture like
They
a
only-
little bag of gems, picture like the Crown Royal bag. Like, I picture this kind of
the
shit.
Crown Royal bag.
That's what I envision.
That's funny.
Anyway, sorry.
Alright, so I
Yeah.
look over to Tree.
Uh-huh.
And, what is it? I'm like, you know what we can buy with money, Tree?
All kinds of things, I'd imagine.
We could buy alcohol, Tree.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Sounds
Each
good.
store.
I mean, not really my thing, but I'll partake here and there. You know,
You-
when
you tell
celebration
me.
is in order.
It is. Very soon.
But I think my tastes might differ a bit from yours.
Hey, I'm an open-minded gnome, you know?
All right, well, you know, when we get back to town, we'll see. We'll see if we can find something up my alley.
Maybe you'll actually eat some of my kobold this time.
It's nothing against you. I'm sure you're a great cook. If you were to cook something that, you know, I don't know. I'm not here to eat kobolds.
Oh, okay. So you're a vegetarian, I understand.
No, I can eat off the land. I'm okay. I don't need to eat the dead kobolds, you know? Just feel like it's lowering myself. I'm just
Hey, can't go any lower when you're already at rock bottom. Just walk away.
Holy shit.
I'm very confused by his last statement.
Shit got real.
You guys don't understand that, I guess, at all.
I don't understand anything that you just said.
Yeah, it's definitely relevant, but...
Alright, so we had 15 gold pieces. How many silver? 2,100 total, so that would be what?
That's
Divided
copper.
by 4.
2,100 copper.
Oh, yeah. 1,400 silver.
525.
525 for the
Copper.
copper. Okay. And the silver is 1,400 divided by 4.
Yeah, I got you.
Should be 350.
350. 350.
Cool.
And
wait, so
then
how much?
15 gold pieces. So are we just?
And
on
I
the
have
average from here, Rob?
the bag of gems.
How do you do gems? If you have to wait that they're not liquid, like it's not just add 150 gold pieces to your total. You do it like if you go back to a town and sell it. I don't mind. I prefer.
They
both
will
ways.
sell for full value pretty much anywhere.
Okay.
There's a chance some things you guys find, like some objects, may sell for more, depending on who you sell it to. Like if you find a great elven artifact, an elf will probably pay more for it than a typical, like just a human who wants it. But for the most part, common gems, stuff like that, you can, if you'd like to just make it 150 gold and split it up that way, that's perfectly fine. And just work it into your currency.
How much does
We'll
Durham-
sell it when we get to town. It'll be fine.
Alrighty, boys.
Okay, I guess we should go back, right?
Yeah.
Is
Let's get the
everybody
fuck
feeling
outta here.
okay? Is
Gotta
everybody
make
feeling
sure-
ready for a journey back?
Oh yeah.
Gotta make
How long is
sure,
Total, like 2 days?
3 days.
Sounds about right. We just took a little rest. I think we're about good.
Yeah, what time of day is it? Do we even know? We've been
Probably
inside
not.
for
We're
like
in a fucking
forever.
dungeon.
Alright, we should go outside and see what's up.
Okay.
We got everything we need?
Yeah. Go.
Somebody's got the sword?
I got the sword.
Yeah. Malone has a. Anna. Sorry, Delilah definitely would have got you.
All right, so you guys quite easily exit and leave the dungeon.
Cool.
As you walk outside and take in the fresh air and look at the sun almost straight ahead of you on the horizon, as you look out to the west, it's very nice. You've been inside for over a day now. I believe it was the morning before when you guys first went in. And it's very nice to feel the fresh air and not the cold, damp air of the cave. As you step out, take in the air, the first thing you notice is this strange vibrating sound. Just like a low hum coming from somewhere above you. And then a few moments later, you see something take off from the hillside above the cave, and then just start flying through the air. This isn't a bird or anything with wings. This is just a strangely shaped contraption. It seems almost like a carriage, but coming off, or like how a carriage would be, where it's a vehicle that someone drives or rides inside of, but much bigger, and seems to have sorry, one moment. Okay. Seems to have these strange tentacles almost coming off of it. I will give you a picture once I actually find my picture.
Okay.
Of this thing. As you see this strange ship take off with all these different towers coming off of it. Take off and then just fly up into the sky. And as you guys just stand there dumbfounded, watching this crazy thing fly away.
Oh God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Watch it fly into the sky. You hear a deep, very deep, vibrating voice just come from seemingly nowhere. Just say, "Oh, good. They're finally gone. They have been a thorn for too long." And this voice is so deep you can almost feel it every time it speaks.
Oh shit.
And it's doesn't seem like it's yelling, but it is still quite loud.
I'm like looking around. Like, do I see anybody like talking?
Yeah, you see nobody as you guys kind of walk out onto the bridge a little bit, and look around. You see nothing.
Okay. You guys fucking with me?
I assume you were the ones who drove them away.
Who?
Yes, we did.
The Nihoki.
Just go with it.
They have been a pain in my side for quite a few months now, those horrid creatures.
Who are we speaking with right now?
You hear a deep sigh. I did not wish to reveal my presence, as it can be quite startling to normal folk. But if you are prepared, I will show you myself. You seem like good, trustworthy folk.
You got that right.
Just, don't freak out, please.
I promise I won't freak out.
At which
Everybody
point,
freak out.
you see a massive form appear, just kind of perched on the log right above the archway. This huge, scaled being with deep brass scales, two humongous leathery wings, just folded back on its side that probably are You see they reach back up about 40 feet. This massive head that probably could not fit in this 10-foot by 10-foot doorway, as this huge, large brass dragon just kind of bends its head down and looks at you guys.
I'm almost shitting my pants. I'm like,
See.
looking up at it.
I'm sorry, little man. This is why I do not reveal myself immediately.
I mean, yeah, fucking huge.
I'd like to insight check if it's an illusion or not.
Oh yeah, roll an insight check.
Okay, come on.
No,
don't
I'm
fail
sorry.
me now.
This is investigation.
Oh, investigation. Damn,
Should be better.
it's the same.
Oh, okay. No, that's real.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I can't do it the other way. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, I just
You know what? Fuck it.
bow down on one knee.
Cause YOLO. I'm gonna break my own rules, and I'm gonna let you have a 20 for that investigation check.
Alright.
So that's a 23. That's using one of the ones I banked.
Okay.
This is not an illusion. You are quite perceptive looking at this thing, and you can almost feel like its presence, and it is definitely not an illusion.
Alright. Good to know. Thank you.
And like
It kind of sounds. Okay.
you can even see, like, as it kind of shifts a little bit and moves, you do see the grass or the log underneath it shift and move with it.
Okay. Oh man.
My original stoic expression shifts just ever so slightly to one of not fear by any means, but intrigue.
Okay.
So I'm like, so what you're telling us is we did you a favor?
Yes, you did indeed.
Hmm.
And
I guess that causes for a reward. Hey guys, right?
Give you
I'm
a
just
shitty-
keeping my head bowed down. I'm looking straight at the ground.
I absolutely
I don't-
smirk at Ulag.
I don't know him.
you are bold in spite of the fear that I sense in you. And yes, I feel like such a great heroic deed that you have accomplished this day should deserve a reward.
At least a ride back to town.
Yeah, we don't really need much.
Can we ride a fucking? Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
I want to ride the dragon, but
I
only if
feel
you
like
bring
this
the
is so
fucking
disrespectful to ask the dragon to ride it.
he looks. He definitely is like. He kind of like just looks surprised. He's like, oh, that's what you asked for. Okay. And he just says, and he just
I said
chuckles
at least.
to himself. Oh, you desire more than that?
You know,
I-
whatever you're feeling. You know, maybe one of your scales or something.
no.
Oh my god.
If you'd like,
Christ, Ulag.
by all means, you can come and try to take one from me.
Yeah, I'll pass. Nah,
All right.
I'll just take the ride. I'll take the ride.
That feels fair. I could do such a thing. I haven't been
You can tell us more about yourself on the way.
back to Osiris. Oh, I'd much rather you tell me about yourself. I do not get to talk to many adventurers, and the last group, they needed a little bit of a stronger favor than that. But sure, let's travel together and talk, and you can tell me about yourselves. I always love to talk to adventurers like you.
Sweet.
I'm gonna stand by Petunia's side and not know how this is gonna go down.
Dude, I'll ride the fucking dragon with Ulag.
I'm ready.
I mean, if that's an option, I'm going.
Young orc, you seem apprehensive. Is there a problem?
I'll just.
I'm
I'll
like, hold on.
mention. I'll point out for him that we have rides of our own already that we don't want to abandon.
Listen, guys, I can talk to animals. I'll tell them to meet us there. I'll just be like, we're going to Osiris. Just go to Osiris. We'll see you there. Boom.
Like they
I
know
will
where
look-
Osiris
I will
is.
look very extremely skeptical of the bullshit you're feeding me.
Hey, you guys don't have to ride on the dragon if you don't want to, but I'm going to get a ride.
I absolutely want to ride the dragon.
Have you?
I could talk to your horse, Malone. I could let him know.
Okay. Wow, what was that? You still haven't told us your name.
You have not told me your name.
Oh, they call me Ulog. Ulog Banksy.
I was gonna be called Log, but it was too close to his name, so I'm Tree.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
Oh. Yeah, I mean.
Tree.
All right, cool. I'll keep that under wraps for future. Keep it on the DL.
Malone.
No- Unnecessary information.
And you, young half-orc? As he turns his head in your direction.
Oh, he can only grunt. His name is
Yeah.
Thusk.
That's Dusk.
Oh, you cannot speak.
I'll wiggle like the last little bit of tongue I have left.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's. That is a horrible. Oh, well, I could not imagine not being able to speak. Talking is one of my favorite things.
Right? Me too.
So what do you call him?
Thusk.
Thusk.
Or Key. Or Key.
Key. Oh.
Oh, Dusk. Good name.
Ah.
Well,
Is this is this place yours then?
this is. I make my lair around here. Yes, I watch over most of this area when I can, not interfering unless I feel that is vital to what I hold dear.
A quick question. How close are we to him? We're on the bridge below and he's up above.
Yeah.
The
So
doorway?
he's probably about 20 feet away from you guys.
So
But-
is he like leaning his head down to us, or is he just still up there talking down to us loudly?
Well, he's kind of just sitting perched regally, so his head is probably a good 40 feet up in the air, and he's just kind of looking down at you guys. Probably a few times he's like bent down and peered in at you guys.
Yeah.
And but for the most part, he's just kind of sitting up there all regal like.
Okay. You mentioned a previous group who needed a larger favor.
I did.
I mean, this group came through the same dungeon.
Yes.
Are you aware of a brother Arma?
Oh yes, he's a good friend of mine.
Oh.
I,
We're about to go see him.
I allow him to set up these little tests here, and do whatever he wants with
Oh.
this area. He's a good man.
But the Nyogi weren't part of the test. That's
No, a couple months ago they came through, and before they were just hiding down in the caves, deep down, but they've come in closer and closer to this surface, and been doing unspeakable things. So, they were not brought here by Brother Arma. He typically works with creatures that do not have that kind of sentience.
well, no wonder it was so hard then, huh?
Yes, but you seem to
Hey.
have succeeded.
Yeah, we did.
By the skin of our teeth.
Oh,
We almost lost
Hey.
almost lost Dusk there.
speaking of which, Malone, where is Durandana?
Right now, during Donna, I assume they just put her in my bag.
All right.
But I would gladly take her out.
No, I was just curious. Just curious, like where you would keep it at the moment. Yeah, and he says, yes, Brother Armor uses adventurers like you all the time, and as a way of him gauging your skill and what jobs he can send you on, he designs these little tests for you to run through, or this dungeon of obstacles. And based on your success or failure, he has things for you to do. And I always like
Okay.
to say hi, greet the adventurers. Not many come out here, and not many people like to talk to a big scary dragon. So
Hey, you're pretty cool.
I'm still
I
very
think so,
skeptical
too.
of this man.
You know?
Still very skeptical.
I'm not. I'm like, well, I'm gonna get closer to the dragon.
Elf, you seem worried. You seem like you're not sure of what's going on, and you don't seem to want to talk much. What's going on with you?
I just fail to see how Brother Arma would have mentioned that if we succeeded, that a dragon would come and talk to us.
But the surprise is fun.
He's got that right.
Why would he spoil what's in store for you? Would you also rather him tell you everything that you're running into in the dungeon?
Right?
No, not by
He's
any
got a
means.
got a fair point.
What did he tell you?
Well,
He told us to go get the sword.
there would be a sword, and we'd know it when we'd see it.
Well,
I'm gonna, before he says anything else, we want to just kind of continue my sentence and ask him, so why are you greeting us? Is there something you want?
He's giving us a ride, Malone.
I wanted to talk to you guys. I don't really get much chance to talk and hear about other people, so
Yeah.
and like I said earlier, it's one of my favorite things. So I
He's
wanted
just-
to talk
he's
and
just
have some,
friendly.
yeah, just socialize a bit and learn about
Yeah.
you folk.
He's just a friendly dragon, man.
And
I-
if you will be traveling in my domain more, it's good for me to know who I may see,
Yes.
who I may have to
See?
deal with at a future point.
If anybody here knows how untrusting I am, it's Tree. And I almost let him die.
No. It's true. Malone's a little slow to trust, if you know what I mean. Again, you still haven't told us your name.
Well, I call myself Kelbor the Magnificent. You may just call me Kelbor. Kalbeor.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Kelbor.
Likewise.
It's a cool name.
I think so too. Took me a while to come up with it.
Uh,
I think you did good.
how,
I think you did good.
how many years have you been in this domain, Kelbor?
Years. I tend not to count them. They don't matter to me and they go by so quickly. But it has been quite a while. I have seen many towns come and go.
Interesting.
If I had to guess, it would be probably around 1,000 of your years.
Wow. Man, I thought I was
How-
old. I'm getting ready to turn 200.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's impressive. What made you start to go off an adventure so late in your life?
That's quite the long story.
I'm in no rush.
Oh, man.
I look at Ulai and I'm like, he did mention he is a talker.
Yeah, it's true.
I would,
Well, I'd rather. How about we get on? Let's get flying first. I'll tell you on the way.
very well. These animals, these beasts, are they important to you?
Indeed.
Ah,
Well, they won't be able to hang on to my back, but I do have some large claws that I could carry them in, if that would be okay.
That'll work out.
I asked Tree,
How
can
does-
you make sure the animals remain calm?
I can't make any guarantees there. I can explain to them what's about to happen, and they can take that as they see fit. I cannot control their emotions.
If you allow me, I can possibly make them okay with it.
In what way?
And at this point, he kind of leans back on his claws, and then he like brings his wings forward, and then just goes magic.
I have no qualms. I want to ride the dragon.
Look
Yeah.
quite concerned, but I make no motion to stop him.
Yeah. I just start heading towards the dragon. I want to try and mount him.
All right. So,
Christ.
You
Somebody
haven't even
clip
gotten
that.
consent yet. dude.
as he
Somebody
kind of
clip that. Oh, please.
as you start moving towards him, and everybody gives consent for their beasts, he kind of opens up his mouth and leans his head back, and then gives this long, deep musical note that kind of changes in pitch every once in a while. Just a whoa. Can you guys give me a wisdom saving throw for both the beasts?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Two of you that have control.
Yeah, I have to bring it up. Sorry.
Wisdom. That's good.
Damn.
That's good though. I prefer that.
That is good.
That's good.
Yeah.
And he just says, "Yes, they will be willing now."
Wait, do I get to count that as a natural one? Just kidding.
Onyx does.
Oh,
No,
can
fuck
you
it,
give me
yeah.
a real quick-
Yeah, you can.
Can
Are they so are they like asleep? Do they seem asleep
No,
or what's up?
they're still just standing there.
They're just chill?
I just suggested that they be okay with me carrying them.
Alright.
If the
I'm
spell
gonna
happens
just tell them,
to
yeah, we're gonna be up on the back. We're all going back to Osiris. It's gonna be cool as hell. Just sit back and
Cool.
enjoy the ride.
Yeah, I'll tell you a bit. I'll tell you about what happened. I'll give you a little bit of information. I guess I trust you guys a little bit now.
the beasts seem perfectly fine with going on a ride.
All right.
Kelbor does say, if the spell happens to wear off in midair for some reason, they may freak out, but they won't really have much choice at that point.
Alright. Sounds awesome.
Shall we go? And at this point, he
Yeah.
kind of
I would like to.
go ahead.
I'm like already trying to climb. I'm like,
Malone?
Kelvor, I love. Get me
Yeah.
on here.
So as I mount the back of Kelbor after Ulog, I'd like to ask him if he knows the significance of the sword we were sent here to retrieve for Brother Arma.
What sword was it this time?
Durandana?
May I see it?
Given that I'm on his back, I will still pull it out of my
You could have
bag.
done this before. Like, you could have done this like when you were just standing there if you'd like.
Sure, why not? Yeah, I'll take it out of my bag and show him.
Okay, well, as you take it out, the sunlight hits it, the edge of the blade gleams a little bit, and it almost seems to draw the sunlight towards itself. As like the area around it is just a little brighter than anywhere else, as it likes being in the sun. And as he looks at it and bends down, he
This sword is not for me.
I'll whisper myself a history check for this guy to see what he knows. he is it's been a long time. He knows quite a bit, and yeah, he rolled well, quite well. Yes, that is quite the blade. That is a blade that is sacred to the faith of Pelor, the god of the sun. It's a relatively young blade. It was only forged about. I heard about it then. I think it was about 80 of you years ago. A dwarf weaponsmith forged it to house the finger. I'm just gonna read this in my normal voice. Fuck it. A dwarf weaponsmith created to house the finger bones of a legendary undead hunter, Saint Artan. Post that one.
That's badass.
He was slain defending a dwarven stronghold from a plague of vampires. In gratitude for his sacrifice, the dwarf Thane presented the Church of Pelor with the sword to honor the hero. When he was canonized several years later, the hilt of the sword was hollowed out to serve as a reliquary for the saint's finger bones. The church kept Durandana in its securest vaults, and allowed it to only be used by the holiest persons, and only in times of dire need. Even though many of its wielders have died in battle, it always finds its way back into the hands of the church.
So, how might it have gotten here? Did Brother Arma put it there?
Yes. It's placed here in the hands of the church.
Is-
And even if you did not bring it back, or you decided to leave with it, it would always return.
Interesting.
That's smart.
Oops, I just messaged that to you. I meant to post that in public.
Oh, wait, just me or?
No, I messaged something to Thusk. Because I messaged him something before. That's okay. It's public now. There's many stories around that blade. It's been through a lot.
Interesting.
Hey, Cowboy,
Yeah.
what was that the thing with the towers that took off?
That was the ship of the Nyogi. It's how they came here.
So are they like aliens?
Yes, they are not natural creatures. They are creatures whose home is on a place far, far from here.
What? Those things aren't even
The
from
fuck?
here?
They are
What
not.
the fuck?
They are
They're advanced though. My God.
quite.
They're-
And they've seemed to have run out of slaves where they come from, and they desire more and more slaves, and I'm sure they had many on that ship that they took with them.
They tried to
my
enslave
God.
some of us.
That's what they do. They know only slavery and mastery. Nothing else matters to them.
That's fucked up.
It is.
Yeah. What do they do with the slaves?
They build. They just command. They enjoy the power that comes with being able to tell other living beings what to do. They build up those giant ships with the power of their slaves. They build towers on their home. They do horrible things. They command their slaves to fight other creatures to defend their land.
How long have they been terrorizing this place?
They've been around
I mean-
here for a few months. I heard rumors of
months?
them far away from here, but I did not know they would come so close to home.
Wow.
Definitely sounds like something that should be brought to attention.
Hopefully they have learned to not return here.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean,
I cannot follow them, and I do not believe anyone around here has the ability to follow them. So we must just hope they leave for good.
we could probably we could sneak onto one of their ships if we find one.
If you find one, yes.
But that seems like quite the task. I'm not even going to think about that right now.
Yeah, I
I'm just
don't
trying
like that though.
Same.
Yes.
I don't like that
Quite
at all.
sketchy. Very sketchy. Well, anyways, Cowboy, I did say I would give you a little bit about my past, so I'll give you guys a tidbit. So, pretty much, long story short, I don't know if you guys heard of the Banksy family out of the city of Thoth, but I used to be one of the sons of what? Well, I'm not even gonna say their names. I fucking hate them. I don't even. It just pisses me off. They fucking wrote me out of the will. They tried to stage my death, and they kicked me out of Thoth, all because I fucked up their presentation. They're just fucking. Oh man, I'm so pissed off. I don't even. Oh my god.
Wait. Back up.
Okay, all right. Sorry. Let me try to slow down. So.
I don't.
Oh man.
I can't follow it. It's
Okay,
too
so-
fast for me.
All right. So my family, the Banksy family,
Mm-hmm.
they're pretty popular for their constructs.
Wait, what was that last name?
The Banksy family. That's my last name.
BANKSY?
BANXY XI.
Oh,
Banksy.
okay, gotcha.
So I don't know if you've heard of them, but they've got quite the monopoly on constructs in Thoth, and branching out into other areas as well. But pretty much they wrote me out of the will. I fucked up their presentation for one of their newest models in front of a very important client, and I activated it, and it accidentally killed one of the board members.
Whoa.
But I mean, listen, when you're working with that kind of machinery, you expect mistakes to happen.
So your family creates machines of war?
Oh yes. Ooh. If only you knew what destruction those machines could bring. I've seen it firsthand. Anyways, that's where I'm at. That's why I'm here. They fucking kicked me out.
Well, that's
Are we in the air at
interesting.
this point?
I hope so.
Sure. At some point over the like soon after everybody had got on, and he tells you to hang on. He slowly just kind of starts flapping his wings, and you guys feel yourselves being lifted up. It's really not that difficult
As
to
we
stay and hang on. Go ahead, Dusk.
Oh, as we get higher, like I'm gonna look more and more uncomfortable.
I'm gonna make sure as he picks up to grab Onyx and Petunia.
All right.
Oh yeah. After he lifts up in the air, he kind of hovers over them and slowly comes down and just grabs them around their torsos with his big claws. And they don't seem to freak out at all. They just stand there and wait. And as you're flying through the air, they seem perfectly fine.
Okay.
But as you get higher and higher, he does fly up pretty high, and it gets pretty cold, especially with the wind whipping past you. It starts to chill you, and it's not comfortable. It's exciting, exhilarating, scary, probably freaks you out, but it's not a nice, pleasant flight. It's definitely a long, taxing journey.
Can I guess I asked Kelbor, can I play a song for you?
Oh, I love music. Please, by all means.
Just whip out my harmonica, and I play a nice little medley. Just a little, like a softer kind of,
I hate
something
to
to
do this
match
to
the
you.
mood.
I
What'd you
hate
say?
to do this to you, but for the
What?
sake of it, this is a natural one.
Oh my god! Alright, okay. I'm
All right.
not mad about it. Let's go.
So as you start to play the music, apparently you missed some of the ooze that was stuck in it, and as you start playing it, like it sounds all right, but you can tell something's off. And then at this point, you hear that you kind of start to slow down, and Cowboy just says, "Please, let me just pause for a minute to listen."
Alright, I'm sorry.
And then, as you're playing, like he just kind of slows down, and you guys come to a stop.
Okay.
And then, like at the same note that you're playing on, or at one point he harmonizes with you, and you hear this musical note come out, and then all of a sudden the area around you just goes silent.
Oh no. He silenced me. Can I hear myself?
Nope. Everyone up there,
I'm
you
just
just
like-
kind of hear the sound go away.
I'm gonna try and verbally say what happened, and then be very confused when I don't hear anything.
Yeah, there's no sound anywhere.
Man, I thought he liked to talk.
That's what-
And you can
I'm just
see,
like moving my mouth.
like, you can see him kind of moving his large, massive maw too, and saying something. And then all of a sudden it fades. Like, oh, sorry, slipped out. I think you got a little something in your harmonica. Maybe you should
I think it's
spend
the
some
altitude.
time. Yeah, that's it. Yep, yeah, sure.
It's the altitude.
Spend some time cleaning it, maybe.
Yeah.
Practice.
Next time it'll be a little better for you, Kelbor. I'm feeling a little stressed out after talking about my past.
All right, blame whatever you need. That's fine.
Kelbor, he's cheeky.
Well, you guys soon resume your flight, heading back towards the town of Osiris. Enjoying the flight, enjoying the clear air up here. Getting an experience that very, very few ever get. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
All right.
Nice.
Hey,
All right.
session number 3.
Fucking
we are ready.
Cowboy. Cowboy's awesome.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
You guys, once you return and turn in, you will level up. So if you'd like to take care of that during this week break, feel free. And we'll just have it ready to
Sick.
go.
Yeah.
We'll roll hit points once you actually level up. But anything else
Alright.
that you need to decide and adjust on your character sheet, feel free.
Okay.
hmm
All right. That was a good session.
That was fun.
That
Is
one,
there any
was
chance
much
to
better. cool
check out
encounters.
what the
Yeah.
sword does at all?
Sure.
Other than just the background of it?
Yeah, at some point soon you'll have time to spend with it. And
Awesome.
it is
Sounds good.
definitely magical. Would you like me to message that to you? Or do you want me to just say it?
Just say it. I think there's a very, very low chance I actually use it.
I think so too. So it has it's a +1 weapon. While you wield it, you're protected from fiends and undead. Fiends or undead that attack you have disadvantage on attacks against you, and you can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. Also, during a short rest, you can change the nature of Durandana. You can cause it to become a dagger, a short sword, a long sword, or a great sword.
Damn.
And it takes on all properties of the new form and loses any of the old form. So it just becomes that kind of weapon.
Oh, that's really cool.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, I think we gotta turn it in though. don't
Yeah,
we?
no, I didn't mean it like that. I was just curious
Oh,
about how it works.
Maybe he'll give it to us. Wait, no, it always goes back there, right? Isn't that
Yeah,
what
that's what he
said?
said.
It always seems to find its way back into the hands of. He said the Church of Palor.
Yeah. You said Brother Armor is is a follower of
Lathander.
Lathander, right?
Yeah, Lathander,
Okay.
not Palo.
But still both
They're-
unrelated though.
Yeah, they're similar.
Palo.
Palor is, I believe, the god of the sun. They're very similar domains. They're probably good friends. Hang out, go out for drinks every Friday night. But yeah,
Every
they're
Friday night.
they are similar deities. I don't even know if I don't think Palor is a Forgotten Realms deity, but he's a deity in my world.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you, Rob. That was awesome.
Man, dude,
Yeah, that's
Thebes,
fun.
Thebes is so fucking cool so far. I just want to say that.
Awesome, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
enjoying
I
it.
don't like these Neogi guys.
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
guys.
Dude, they're from another planet? What?
From far away is all we know so far. But that's the fucking dragon. He's gonna know the most out of like anyone.
Right?
And he's just like, yeah, they're from far away and they just enslave people.
He said a couple months ago. What?
Shit's crazy, man. We've stumbled
Yeah.
into. This is the big picture, guys.
Sure.
we got to like set up a
The plot
hideout so that we
thickens.
could have like red string and like be tying things
Yeah.
together.
Dude, yeah, we're gonna buy a house.
Just smoking on
You're
pipes.
in it, you're
Fucking
Yeah.
staring at it like it's all connected.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely smoking pipe weed on the back of Kelbor.
Forgot about that again. Damn it. Okay, so I have to say something about that
Oh, yeah.
because I mean it doesn't matter all that much. There are effects of the drugs, and I believe
Yeah.
when you had your saving throw, you failed it. So you are since this isn't typical pipeweed, you are slightly addicted to pipeweed,
Sweet.
Yes.
and it hasn't come up. Hasn't come up yet. But here's what happens.
No. I saved on mine, right?
Yeah, you're fine. And honestly, yeah, you're fine for now. Ulag, while you're under the effects of pipeweed, each hit, I guess, will last 4 hours.
Okay.
You have advantage in concentration saves and concentration checks. And but when you cast a ritual spell, it takes an extra 5 minutes. It just
Okay. that's
takes
not
you longer to do it. But
bad.
when
It
you're
normally takes like an hour, right?
10 minutes.
For a ritual?
Additional.
Okay.
10.
Oh,
yeah. So now it's an extra
Gotcha.
15
Alright.
minutes while you're under the effects. But that's when you actually take it, like when you're
Yeah.
using it, and it's quite nice and relaxing. But right now, you know what? Go ahead and give me another. What did I have last time? Wisdom. I think I had wisdom. Yeah. Give me another wisdom saving throw. So
Wisdom?
yeah,
Alright.
we'll see if you were continued to be addicted after the long rest.
I hope so.
16. Let me check my.
Oh wait, was
Damn,
that what?
that's a
did I put
fucking
advantage on
19
it?
roll.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it was the first roll anyway.
Oh, I should
Yeah.
have put that on regular. My bad.
No problem. That's 16. That's a success.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're feeling fine. When you take some more, that's you shaking off the addiction from the long rest. Just
Oh,
because I had
okay,
forgotten
gotcha.
about it. Yeah, sorry. But now that
Okay.
you're relaxing on the back of a dragon, smoking up a
Out of
pipe.
Tree's pipe.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me another wisdom save for this one. To see
Okay,
if
alright.
continue your addiction.
Yes.
Just realized that this is Kelbor Mountain that we are on.
Oh shit.
Wow, nice. Yeah,
Man.
you're so when
Why
you
am I
say
resisting?
no, when you save from it, you still get the effects. Like you still feel
Oh,
it.
okay.
That's just an addiction save.
Oh, the addiction. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Cool.
just so you're not getting addicted and getting the withdrawal
Oh,
side
okay.
effects from not being on it.
Gotcha. And it's like, what is it? If I'm addicted and I don't have it for over like 24 hours or something? Or how long?
So your withdrawal effects are whenever you're not actually under the effects of it. So after those 4 hours wear off, then they would take
Oh,
effect.
so I would have to keep smoking if I'm addicted to it. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Or else
makes sense.
suffer the
Alright.
Drawbacks.
The withdrawal.
At the start,
What are the withdrawal symptoms?
At the start, you'd have disadvantage on concentration checks, and you cannot cast rituals.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's after 24 hours. Like if you're 24
Oh,
hours
okay.
without it, then those happen.
I'm gonna have to pick up when we get back to town.
But now
Yeah,
you're
you
fine.
could-
You're
You can load up.
well and quite so. Well, and it's wisdom. You're great at wisdom.
Yeah,
Apparently,
real good at wisdom. Very wise.
you know, I pulled it out for this roll. Apparently.
How far does Calbor's domain stretch? Like, is he just the mountain?
He didn't really say. He seemed to talk about Osiris as his domain too.
Probably
Okay.
in those mountains. Probably just
Wow.
those general mountain area.
But it seemed like that was his home, and that's where his lair is.
Could I ask him during the flight, like how far his domain stretches?
He says, "Oh damn, I didn't even name that river."
Sorry.
No.
Stretch
There's just
out
me.
further.
Uh,
Something
he-
I was
he-
thinking about.
He just says, "This entire mountain range is mine, and the land from the northern river to the ocean, and as far south as Gabonot is my domain. Is what you call Gabonot. It used to have a different name."
Wow. That's a huge domain.
What was its older name? If you know.
Yeah, totally. 1 minute.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I was just
I didn't actually pick one out. Let me get a good one.
give it to me next time.
I can get it right here. We'll generate. Damn it. All right, yeah, I'll post it in chat soon. 'Cause I gotta
So
fi-
like basically
I gotta
from
find one that
Serket,
fits.
so basically like from Serket down to Gabonot and over to the mountain range.
Mhm.
That is huge. Wow.
It used to be called Herakthi, but when the humans became dominant, they decided to change the name to something more fitting.
Makes sense. Well, thank you, Kelbor.
But yeah, now we're really in session. If you have any more questions, just
Alright.
message me, and we will play
Okay.
again next week.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
Yay! Good session, guys.
Yeah, good session. Fun
GG.
stuff.
Thanks. Good one.
All right.